Sinai somewhere in the middle. Remember how it was used to be used to 1, 2, 3, 4 up the inside of this place? Way different. So I didn't see Sinai was, it says we pan out there.
Yeah, I think
there he is, right there. So he's about 5 from the box, just a little bit. So they're none of them right beside each other. This is going to be interesting, but there it is. The Royal Distributing 30 board to the sky right now. Kinger, Paul Kingsley, our head referee, getting ready, Kyle.
Yeah, he's got to flip sideways there. This is an exciting time here. Who can get this jump?
Here we go. The gate is down. Wow, a quick drop out of there. Who's going to grab the horse shot? McNabb up the inside. Piccolo, Sinai from the outside. That looks like might have been Gibbs maybe, but Sinai clearly going to grab the RoyalDistributing.com hole shot on that Thor Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Piccolo right there. McNabb right there. Gibbs. And, oh, look at this. Racine top 5. This is going to be a great moto.
Yeah, good start for Gibbs there on that PRMX gas there. And this is the interesting choice. You go inside. You're not able to make this, Galdi. Go inside. Look at Racine right in the mix here.
Top 5 stuff for Racine right now. Canella right behind Racine as well. So here we go. The boys are clicking through right now. Ward off screen right now. Way back for Tanner Ward out there. So we're going to be seeing that. Tanner Ward coming across our stripe.
Yeah, he's back at 24th, Galdi.
Oh, my God, I got to go to the second row. Wow, he got a real bad start there. So, Sinai, we just alluded to right at the beginning of the screen. This is what he needs, and he needs points between these guys. But Piccolo, we saw what this kid did damage, and you know the confidence is going to be flowing right now, Kyle.
Yeah, so Piccolo right in a great position here. Sinai, exactly where he needs to be.
Canella, sorry to interrupt you, Kyle. Canella already pushed by Racine. My fault.
Canella, looking at lap times there, he was the fastest from our practice session. Look at him making that pass on Gibbs.
Wow, he is going after it right away. Canella, this is something that we've been talking about in the show. He's got to make the moves and get by these guys right away, but Gibbs shut him down on the Team PRMX gas.
Yeah, here, I love this track here for the options. You got inside. What?
Wow, double. Whoa, I never saw that today. I didn't realize they put the double in there. Very cool little section right there.
Yeah.
This is full education from Racing right now. Just tuck in behind the boys, fall in and play, keep that breathing, don't let yourself get too pumped up, and hang in there. This kid can pull out a top 5 in this motor. But look at this, Sinai already pulling away. And it was funny, I'm under the Cowie tent like we were talking at the beginning of the show, and Sinai's like, I kind of forgot where the finish line was. So he was kind of putting his fast laps in where the amateur finish line was. So he's like, he didn't feel like he really laid down a fast one, still qualified 3rd, but here he is leading the way and grabbing that RoyalDistributing.com hole shot. But already, I like what I see. Look at this, Canella, power to the ground.
Wow.
Right there. Allen Brown Motors helping out the power to get it through. So Canella, FXR, MX-101 Yamaha into that spot. But look at this, here comes Gibbs on the outside.
Gibbs is back in a big way. We seen it last week. He only did that one moto there at Gopher Dunes. Wasn't feeling comfortable, had a little bit of jet lag. And now he's back, no jet lag. He's made that pass.
Yellow flag. Sinai leader's down. Wow. The leader throwing it away, so that means McNabb's in the lead. This is the battle for 2nd and 3rd now, Kyle.
No, it'd be Piccolo in the lead there, Galdi.
Oh, my fault. Sorry. Yeah, good talk. Piccolo and then McNabb.
So this is for 3rd right here, and this is a great start to the day. Look at that. Canella jumping that from the inside there. Now he's cutting back.
Wow, what a pass. Great pass from Canella right there. Setting that up to the inside, making the move. Canella in the 3rd spot on the MX-101 bike.
So let's keep a tabs on Ward here, Galdi. See where he's made it up to. Looks like he might be, yes, he's up to 11th already.
Okay,
Ward.
So Ward is making strides, but he's got a long way to go. And if he looks up, he's going to see his fellow red plate at the front of the pack right now. He's going to have to make some hay. And there's a shot of Tanner right there on the back heels of Amiot and Elmore right now.
Yeah, he's making some room, but he's got a lot faster guys to pass now. Look at Sebastian Racine now pressuring Gibbs.
Okay, Racine.
So the youngster.
We knew this kid was going to be fast, and that's it. When you get that good start out here, we have seen the damage that can be done by these guys. Like we saw last year, Casey Keese got a 3rd motor. Piccolo opened up the gates of his skill set, and here we go. Maybe Racine could do the same thing, and you got to think Gibbs is going to look behind. He's going to be like, who's this kid?
Yeah, this yellow plate, he's not going to love that. And there it is, Gibbs over that tabletop there. That's tricky now. They're trying to get to that inside, that big rut, making it hard for these guys.
All right, so we're just a couple laps into Moto number 1 right now. Once again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in at Fox Sports Racing and, of course, the Flow Racing app. Leading the show right now is Sky Racing KTM Fox Canada, Jacob Piccolo, followed by GDR Fox Racing Canada of Ryder McNabb. And then on screen right here, this is 3rd spot here. Canella is in 3rd, MX-101. This is 4th and 5th we're watching here on screen. A couple of young bucks going at it. Team PRMX Gas versus the intermediate rider of 212 of Racine. And Racine looks like he's pushing the envelope, but like this outside line, Gibbs is making it work.
Wow, look at this, though. Racine. It's awesome to see that he's just right up here, and it's just another day on a dirt bike. He ain't worried about who's in front of him or who's behind him. He's going for broke.
Okay, so Sebastian Racine, look at now, we're back up to the lead. It looks like McNabb is actually starting to put a little bit of pressure on the back end of the red plate right now. And there comes, wow, just off screen. Piccolo came up really short on this jump that Marco Canella's about to hit right now. And they didn't really peak that jump up like they normally do. So it's a big game changer, almost like the Big Dirty last week at Gopher. If the guys get it, it can really be a good momentum saver.
Exactly. That Big Dirty was the same way for these 250F guys. They're having struggles getting it from the inside. But right now, McNabb looks super racy out there. He is aggressive, and he's attacking the track, and only a 2-point difference. Back to that battle with Sinai.
Okay, so this, look at this. We missed that pass. Racine got by Gibbs. So Racine up into that 4 spot. Here comes Sinai, going to try an inside line. Look at the run action. You know, Kyle, we did kind of talk a little bit. Some sections are one line, but there are a lot of options out there.
Yeah, you're going to see it right here, too. I watched earlier in the day. This outside's fast.
He looks like he got him. We switched cameras right at the wrong time there, boys. But that looks like Sinai on that team. Kawasaki Pro Circuit Thor back ride might have made the pass. McNabb right up in the rear end of Piccolo right now, 1 and 2. Canella not looking like he's closing in right now. He's got a little bit of time to kind of close that gap.
Look at the time. He's a little off that lead pace there, Galdi. And maybe just out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. He's not able to match. But right now, McNabb is pushing the pace, and he's right on the back fender of this orange Brigade Sky Racing bike.
Okay, so red plate, former red plates right here chasing the red plate right now. And McNabb, you got to think he's comfortable. So I actually was the first one to see him after his qualifying press. Here's that outside line before I get into what I was listening to this morning. Whoa, Piccolo drifts. Good defense on Piccolo. I think he sniffed the noise coming from the rear end there.
Yeah, he had a little sixth sense there, and he just moved over into that lane where McNabb was going around. And right where the old finish line was, there is some good passing that has been made as they come by the mechanics area. So here we go. McNabb trying to pressure here for that first spot. So and he could steal the red plate here with this win.
Yes, right. Exactly. We're going to be swapping it out. What, are you the math guy now? You doing the math on me? Are you stealing my game on me right there?
I'm just helping you. I'm just getting you on your game right now.
Oh, I'd say Canella. We're going to get a rethink here.
Oh, yes.
Canella.
Yes.
Yes. Starting at, whoa, look at that. A 158.7 for Canella. So he put in a good lap, and now he is on the rear fender of these guys. So what I was going to get into talking about McNabb this morning, I just happened to be right there when he came off qualifying time, and he's like, I can't ride this bike. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't ride this bike. And I felt like he was almost rattled. Here we go. Looks like he's figured it out.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad in qualifying, 6th spot just behind Racine. So he's definitely figured it out. Look at this, though.
Wow.
Big battle. Is that
is Gibbs in that 6, 7, 8, and 9. Ward up to 9th here at the tail end of these guys. But yeah, William Crate. So Team PRMX Gas helping out Gibbs, William Crate on the Husqvarna Canada ride, FXR.
Look at this battle.
And then that Davey Fraser, Carlson Racing Husqvarna there. And then it's Tanner Ward. Is he going to make the move? Tanner Ward pushing Davey Fraser wide. And Crate all over the back end of Gibbs. Gibbs is kind of getting a bit of a lesson here. He's kind of getting his feet wet back into the action.
Yeah, he definitely is doing the right things, getting the start, riding with these top guys. Even if it's for a few laps, he's going to learn the pace, and he's going to learn this gas.
Crate going to make the move, and William Crate up the inside here. We saw this little double, tuck it inside.
Oh, nice
Crate
pass
blocks,
there.
nice. Good, nice and respectful, made it so he doesn't have to jump right there. Very good.
There is a battle with a couple Thor Parts Canada riders here, the Kawasaki and the KTM. And, man, what going to school is right here because this is an amazing.
Sinai got to push him wide. Great setup by Darren Sinai. Full experience pass right there. Once again, though, just drink the Kool-Aid, Sebastian. Just stay in the hunt right here. Snip that rear wheel. Find those lines and stay in it. And just let the little kid inside you have fun.
Yeah, a top 5 on his first race right now. If he can hang on to this, that would be a huge victory for the young amateur rider trying his hand at this Pro-Am class.
I think he's only a year, not even quite a year older than McNabb, too. So right around the 16-year-old range right now. So Piccolo up front 17, McNabb 15, and Racine's the future might be bright. Look at this. We got a new leader. We got a new leader just off screen. We're cheating here on you at home right now. We just saw a pass by McNabb up to the front right now. So McNabb now leading, and Racine, this is the battle for 4th and 5th we're watching on screen. So we got a new leader as they come across the stripe.
Yeah, so McNabb, a nice 159 to get up there, but it's still, Marco Canella is still pushing the pace. He is the fastest on track right now. And you see the blue crew coming in there, Galdi.
Yeah, so again, you got to think again the experience of what it is. The kids they're pushing, they're fighting, they're maybe riding, maybe slamming berms, and Canella just being that steady rock in third.
If we look back on round 1, I would say even where Marco Canella was getting bad starts, and round 1 was only 2 weeks ago, so we don't have to rewind too much. But he was able to, at that halfway mark, he was able to push the envelope. Look at, he's already up to Piccolo. He's got to get around him quick because McNabb can slip through his fingers here if he gets a gap.
And he was the fastest on track again that last lap, Canella, and it's easy to see. The FXR MX-101 Rockstar Yamaha right now is back in the Piccolo, and now this is something we've seen a little bit out of Piccolo. There's not much faulting this year, but one thing that I'd say that maybe he's lacking in his game, he starts worrying about what is going on behind him. If he doesn't have that 1 minute lead like he did last round, he has gone backwards.
Yes, we've seen that in the first moto of Gopher Dunes last Sunday, where he went backwards and he went out and rebounded with the win. So
5-1 for overall. So interesting to see, but here we go. Look at this. Kevin Tyler there. Oh, look at this pass.
Nice pass.
What a setup right there for Marco Canella.
Oh, no. Here comes Piccolo.
Inside, though. Got the speed side by side. It's a drag race. Blue Crew versus Orange Brigade, and the Blue Crew comes out on top.
I love that Piccolo went to fight back there. He's not going to lay over and let these guys go by him. And great battle back there out of Piccolo. But it is Canella. He is on the move. We're going to see his lap time here, even with making that pass. He's only 2 seconds behind McNabb.
All right, so Canella is finding the groove here early in the moto, not even to that halfway mark right now. The lap time's going to reset one more time. Canella a 1:59.1, and McNabb actually 1:58.9. So McNabb laid down a heater.
Yeah, a little bit faster there, Goldie, about 0.2 faster. So let's see if they can get closer here, battle it out. But I'm going to run through the order here for you, Goldie. McNabb, Canella, Piccolo, your top three. Oh, here's the replay. Sorry. Jump to the replay. Sorry, Goldie was giving the rundown.
Oh, that's all right. Look at that pass. Beautiful setup. Piccolo looked like he was going to come back in, but Canella said, no way, not this time, kiddo. That was like the bouncer saying, sorry, Piccolo, that ID's not going to work at this bar. Get on out of here.
So we got McNabb, Canella, Piccolo, Sinai, Racine, Ward getting up to 6 from a bad start there. Crate, Elmore, Powell, and Amiot rounded out the top 10. Fraser, Gibbs, Bennick, Gaynor, Mackay, Unger, Kerr, Savard, Yates, and Youth Smith.
Ufam Zeph right there. Zach.
Sorry.
No, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But here it is on screen. Marco Canella, and I believe, is he donning the, is that new 2020 FXR stuff? Or 2022,
so.
sorry? I know that they launched it this weekend in the States, so I want to say that looks pretty fresh, but a great setup there from the FXR crew. Got to see Andy White's here this weekend supporting.
Love those two different lines there. You've seen Piccolo going wide and Marco trying that more technical line. And that's a lot of the case here at MX 101 track. Is the inside's more technical. You got to use more technique for it. The outside, you can just let it rail. And that's what we're seeing here today.
And another thing, too, so we had one of our machinery break this morning here, one of the tillers, so they weren't able to get it as deep as they normally do here. So you're going to see a lot more of that clay base, like you were just talking about, coming through. So, yeah, that guy, Ginger on the gas up those insides are there. Canella, very good at that. Cole Thompson, your brother, very good at that kind of stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how the motos sort of deteriorate and the track falls apart as we go along here. Once again, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We are live here from the Triple Crown Series 2021 version, and we are at MX 101 Stanley Park, and we're watching the MX 101 Top Gun in the 250 class. Marco Canella clicking by. And
looks like McNabb might have pulled a little bit of time. He did. He's got almost 5 seconds now, 4.5 seconds, Goldie. So Canella needs to find some pace here as you see the blue flags out.
Okay, so Canella falling off like a little bit. Yeah, almost 5 seconds. Piccolo another 2 behind that. Sinai, there's 15 seconds back right there. So there's Tanner Ward currently sitting in that 6th position, and he's got about 7.5 seconds to make up the Racine.
Yeah, he's got some room to make up there, and it's just going to be picking away at it. Having that red plate, we're going to see both our red plates. He's 3, and he's sitting at 6, so definitely going to swing into the favor of McNabb.
Yeah, that's 2 points back, so this would put him 3 points ahead of Piccolo, the way it would sit, and then he would lose down to 6. That's a 15-point. So it would 5 points behind that, so he would be 8 behind McNabb at the front. So still very tight, but a big moto here for Tanner Ward. But this kid here, every time he gets up front, Kyle, he dominates. If he gets that start, he gets in the lead, he hasn't lost it. He did lose it at Gopher because of the goggle issue. But, man, he's just that veteran-esque experience out of this 15-year-old kid is still just amazing me.
Yeah, it's unreal what he's doing here and just working his way through these lappers. You see just behind him, Canella just slipping away, just getting maybe not having as much luck with the lappers and causing him slow laps. But it's got to be a little bit devastating when you work that hard for Canella and then you get to the second spot. You watch number 18 just pull away. Yeah,
especially you're looking at this sort of young punk kid, if you will, and that even makes it hard. Not that Canella's old, but it makes it a little harder to swallow for sure. But Honda Canada GDR Fox on the screen right now, showcasing that this kid is all and everything you need at 15. And I'll tell you, he's the talk of the pits. Everybody's talking about it. What's the possibilities the future holds? Obviously, we want him to stay in Canada, but this young, this kind of talent, it's got to maybe broaden the horizons and chase that American dream.
Yeah, you got to think that he might be on the radar of a lot of the American teams. It just depends on how good he is at the indoor stuff, which we'll see later on here in the series. The Supercross, as Marco Canella makes it by the stripe again. Looking at times, he's pacing him. He's a half a second slower that lap. So that was a better answer for Canella. Maybe McNabb just not on his A game that last lap, and he'll pick it back up. But
and that was the halfway board is out now, Kyle. So we're halfway through the moto. There it is. Sky Racing Fox Canada. KTM red plate of Jacob Piccolo right there, and looks just kind of somber. Just kind of looks like he's just playing the motions to get through this moto.
Yeah, he's in kind of a no man's land right now. Is Sinai about 19 seconds back? So these leaders sprinted early and got away. So that hurts the likes of Ward, who wants to try to claw his way back up. So,
and you got to think Sinai's going to be a little frustrated after this one, getting the whole shot, looking like things are going good. Lap and a half into the race, he throws it away. That's such a frustrating moment for any racer, no matter if you're a top dog or someone at the back. You get that moment of taste of the front, and then it disappears just like that.
Yeah, so Sinai sitting in that 4th spot on his Kawasaki, but right now on screen, the red plate of Piccolo. And we got dual red plates out here. Tanner Ward sitting back in that 6th spot, still trying to find more speed to get by Racine and Sinai.
And he didn't really seem to catch, actually, about a quarter of a second Ward did on Racine, so he's not really gaining on that young kid from local by here, Sebastian Racine on the KTM. But this younger kid here, even younger than Racine himself, Ryder McNabb, the number 18. I got to wonder, our friend Ryan Lockhart is mechanic for Ryder McNabb. What's he put on the pit board when this kid is doing something like this?
I think he's keep it simple and try not to confuse him with any lines or anything like that. Just a plus minus. Here he gets his board again, looks over, and there's the board. Probably just a plus minus or a lap time, just to keep him a little motivated. Hey, you're pulling a bit of a gap. You got +6 now. Let's just keep this pace.
All right, so Ryder McNabb on screen right there. And a quick little story here. On the way to this race, his mechanic, Ryan Lockhart, his lovely wife, Randy, and their 2 lovely children, Bowen and Meston, got in a car accident.
No.
Yes, they got in a car accident, wrote Ryan's truck off. They weren't driving. Actually, Tanner Ward's mechanic, Tanner Brooks, was driving because Ryan had to go back to work this week. Got in a car accident. Luckily, everybody was safe. All was good, but wrote the truck off. Jeez. So a pretty wild week for the whole family out there, but they're here. And, of course, Ryan is here mechanicking for Ryder McNabb, and this looks like it's a positive turnaround right now, if you will.
Sometimes things happen like that. And here we go, back to the battle between is that 2 Sky? No, that's Powell and Elmore.
Okay.
So MX-101 Yamaha and a Sky Yamaha. That's back for 8th place there.
Powell making that pass right there. MX-101 versus the GA checkpoint. Sky Yamaha, I believe, there is for Daniel Elmore. So great to see. I like what I'm seeing at Elmore. I'd say he's been a pleasant surprise thus far.
Oh.
And he's put it in there. He's not making it easy for Powell.
Yeah, so Powell, many laps of this track, and he's got to be pumped with himself moving up into that 8th spot. He's got about 4 seconds behind William Crate, so a bit of room to make up, but we didn't see much of him early on, so he must have been having, a back to front kind of moto where he got buried early. So, and right behind him, there's another Yamaha, Man Luck, and that's Quinn Amiot. So 3 Yamahas, 3 different teams.
Taking over the world. Blue Crew's taking over the world. There you see the clock on screen right there. About 46 minutes till the start of our 450 moto. Number 1 coming at you there, where we're going to see the red plate of Dylan Wright, local legend, basically from around here. But right now we are 250 moto number 1, and we're a little over halfway. And there's Julian Bennick on his GA checkpoint, Sky Racing, and he's sitting in that 11th spot. So
that's 4 in a row.
Wow. 8, 9, 10, and 11 is all swamped by the Blue Crew. And so very cool to see the bikes doing well and the boys doing well out there. And I still kind of say I need a little bit more from Quinn Amiot. I don't think he was going to be up here with Ryder McNabb, maybe leading, but podiums and chasing that top 5 spot.
Yeah, I think he's got to be in that top 5 to be happy with himself.
Is it just the starts? Is he just getting bad starts? Is that all it is?
Yeah, he's a taller kid, so I wonder what his weight is, and maybe he's just got no confidence to get off the line with these smaller kids like Ryder McNabb or even a Tanner Ward who's shorter, has just less weight on the bike. But that's the biggest thing, especially this track. We've seen rides in the past where, we come here and Cabin Benoit, per se, won the last round, and then he comes here, gets a bad start or crashes. He's only able to tough sledging through this track.
Big time, yeah. So once again here, MX-101, Stanley Park. This is round number 5, right? We're at 5. Right? It's hard to keep up with them. We're going so fast with these things. Round number 5 here, the Triple Crown Series. There's Tanner Ward, red plate. And no, that wasn't Racine. He's picked it down. He's about 5.5. They're actually going to cross the stripe right here. And see Racine ahead of it. And the lap time's now resetting. Oh, Racine actually pulled away.
Yeah.
Racine has actually gapped it back more.
So we look up the leaderboard there, 5-second gap. It looked like Marco Cannella just a bit faster than McNabb, but not fast enough. He's going to have to start gaining seconds at a time. Half a second's just not going to cut it here in these late stages.
We had a pass for that battle we were watching before, so Julian Bennig's actually made his way past Quinn Amiot into the top 10, but on screen you're looking at Ryder McNabb leading the show right now, and will we see Cannella not even in the background. He's got himself just over 5-second lead, so a little bit of a nice Sunday cruise. It's very hot though. It's getting hot.
Yeah, it's a little warm. It's a little warm for a Sunday cruise.
Yeah, it's a little toasty.
Yeah, so McNabb making his way through some lappers. It's Talon under there.
And man, does he ever look? He just looks so flowy and comfortable on the bike. What he said this morning, I'm like, oh, maybe the kid's getting a little rattled. Obviously, maybe he lied to me.
Yeah, well, he's
hey,
getting in your head.
Hey, come on, Megan. Megan is my lovely mom. Your son's lying to me, Megan. I'm going to rat him out after this moto. After I talk to him on the podium maybe here. So Honda Canada GDR Fox leading the way, the number 18, former red plate holder. And if we were switching between motos, if it stays like this, he will now take over that points lead once again. And we've seen it happen, and he lost it. We've seen it happen, and he lost it. So we're going to see how he can plan through the day here.
Yeah, so there, we just seen the gap between these two. Let's see Marco Cannella a bit faster that time. There we go. That was a second and a half. So 3.8. Man, behind us there, we're just seeing this. This is getting close.
And there's a ton of lap traffic coming up right now. So there it is. Look at that on screen. You can see right
in the water.
There's Cannella. And Cannella finding the flow. Cannella finding the flow late in the motos. Kyle, this is what he's been doing. He's been having these accidents and kind of throwing it away. But when we see him get in this mode, it is hard to beat this kid. And I like what I'm seeing here late in the moto.
Not to be the math guy this time around, but if Cannella makes a pass, that would put McNabb and Piccolo tied for the points there. Just talking about it early.
Like,
I'm just talking about it early.
Like, this is like, I get in a headache thinking of all this swapping of points and stuff, but come on then, Marco, let's make it more out there. We want our fans at home to be sitting on the edge of the seat.
And look at
ready
this.
To go.
Ooh,
yes.
It's a close. Oh, gosh.
Jeffries.
Yeah.
Jeffrey does a good job getting out of the way. McNabb, look, he's all over the place. Cannella looks like he might be winning a little bit in the lap traffic battle, Kyle.
You got to think experience is huge here with these lappers.
Look at this. He's right on him, Kyle. He's right on him.
So McNabb split two lappers here. Preston Massiangelo getting out of the way for Marco. Wow.
Look at this pass. Whoa, Cannella
he knows.
Inside. He has no idea. He thinks it's a lapper. Outside line going to work. The battle is on. He's going to look over and realize it. No, Kyle, he doesn't know. He has no idea that that's Cannella.
No, he doesn't. He's been going past guys. He just pulled a tear off there, so obviously taking some roots from lappers. And now Cannella, this is a scary situation for Ryder McNabb as he's got that blue fender.
Look at the inside lines Cannella's taking there. So crisp, so technical. I love watching this kid ride. Outside for McNabb, inside for Cannella. Is it going to happen here in the blue crew turn? No. McNabb, he's going to know now because the pit board's going to say, boys, you don't got a +5 anymore. It is about a +0.2. Here we go. The battle is on for the lead here, and we are coming up to lap number 12, so about maybe 3 or 4 to go.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh, just ate a whole sandwich full of MX 101 sand.
Yeah, so there we go. He's pulling a tear off. He's clear vision. This is going to be decision time right here. Outside he goes.
Wow, so Cannella now kind of stalls it. He's going to be able to jump. Yes, he does. He does get the obstacle right there. This is the inside line. He made it work before on Piccolo. No, but he's going to just fall in place. Not a lot of passing options right here, Kyle. It's all coming up in the next few sections.
Yeah, let's see what he does. Let's see if he gets a bit aggressive here. He's tucking up the inside. Yes, look at that. He gets that double into there.
Cannella is just dancing around this track right now. All over the back. You look at Daryl Murphy in the background running to get the blue flags. It is a big-time race. Look at Cannella on the inside. He's going to stab it. No, does not push the envelope, Kyle. He's just kind of buying his time.
Now McNabb's going to take that inside here. It's slower.
Cannella around the outside. McNabb going to cut him off. No, he doesn't go wide. Whoa, off the track. Cannella.
No harm, no foul, I would say.
No harm, yeah. Good job right there. Perfect job. Daryl Murphy would have been right there. No call, but here we go. Inside line, he's going to push him wide. No, McNabb's playing great defense, Kyle. What a race.
Yeah, and it's tough to see. There's good ruts right there, Galdi, but look at McNabb. He's protecting everything he can. And it's coming up to some more lappers. Could get interesting real quick. Look at this.
Oh, look at this. Able to clear the jump, swinging to the outside line. He's going to make the pass right here. Is it going to stick?
Oh.
McNabb, no, down the inside. But this inside line, McNabb missed it last time. Cannella got it. There it is.
Cannella's in the lead. Wow.
The pass is made. Marco Cannella, the experienced, he pass up the inside. And boom, MX 101 FXR Yamaha Rockstar to the lead.
That was impressive. He used those lappers in the last couple stages just to his favor there. Caught up, and then the pressure was on. Nice pass by Cannella.
All right. Trying to get a look at this weekend's sponsor. We talked to Kevin Tyler about it. Now, it's the electrical company of Jonathan Bergeron's the kids racer. His dad is helping out this weekend, sponsoring the weekend sponsor of MX 101. So awesome to have the Bergeron family out there supporting, and they're getting their money's worth right now, Kyle.
Yeah, looking for the 2 board this time around. They're going to get that 2, and that's just going to breathe more light into the 46 here. He's going to be like,
what timing? What timing?
Nice work here for Canella as he gets ready. He's going to see the 2 board. Does he go inside? Yes, he does. Inside for Canella. Protect him. Ooh.
No 2 lap board.
Oh, they must have just
got before it. They just got before it. Well, your watch not working this week?
It broke.
Forgot. It broke.
Broke.
Okay, so about 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go here. On home turf. This is not Canella's home track, but this is where the team is based out of. And he is doing exactly why they hired this kid. And this is what we expected to see. DNF at Gopher Dunes and then a 20th place at Walton. That's what basically took him out of this points race.
Yeah, he had the bike issue there at Gopher Dunes in that first round, that one moto format. That really hurt the points. So he's going to be clawing his way back. But this is a good position for him to be in. You know, McNabb, Piccolo, they're going to be tied for points the way it sits going into this next moto. Tanner Ward, who's tied right now with the lead, he's going to drop back a lot of points here, Galdi. He's sitting at 6th.
Yeah, big time points right there. So, yeah, McNabb, I mean, he's still only going to be about 5 behind them, so it's still obviously a tight battle, but definitely not where you want to sit after moto number 1. But, I mean, Kyle, you could literally throw these guys up in the air, and we're not going to know who's really going to win.
Yeah.
And so after next moto, once again, I believe we're going to have the point screen up here, so I might not have to kick into high gear for the math.
I might hide that screen.
It is kind of fun.
It is
I do
fun.
get a kick out of it. It makes it entertainment for sure. And look at this, Canella pulling away here. So what a boss ride right now with about 2.5 laps to go.
We thought it was over. We were watching him float around the number 18 of McNabb, and then all of a sudden, just that lappers and the inexperience with lappers maybe cost him the chance at this moto win. But if McNabb looks behind him, he's got nobody there. 18 seconds back to Piccolo. He's like, I know the points. I'm going to gain 2 on Piccolo. We got the red plate going in the second moto.
Yeah.
That's a great day.
And basically, funny, he just switches under the riders, under the tent over there in the old GDR squad. So Marco Canella, that right there is the amateur finish line that we had for our Parts Canada Amateur Open and Ammo True North Fleet race yesterday. Just a little over 330 individual riders. A great turnout. An awesome day yesterday. Great weather we've been having here over the last 3 days. And now we are wrapping up another beautiful weekend here with the Triple Crown Series. And right now, Marco Canella left your screen. He was in your lead. And that's second spot, Honda Canada GDR Fox ride of Ryder McNabb. And look at that inside line. It almost comes straight over. But you can see they're getting to let's call it the concrete. They're down into the super hard soil that a lot of times you don't see it here at San Luis. But this weekend, we're going to get it.
Yeah, so Canella's already pulled out 4.7 seconds. That's a nice 3-second faster lap time there. The 2 board is out, so these guys have 4 minutes left of racing. And Marco Canella, man, he has got to feel good after this one. Getting that monkey off the back and Gopher Dunes, this made it probably a little bit easier for him to stay focused, stay in the game, and just track down McNabb, make that pass. So he's got a lap and a half to go to get another moto win here and put himself in a great position for an overall. All
right, so Marco Canella on screen leading the way. McNabb, Piccolo, Sinai, and Racine, top 5. Great job by the young rookie. First pro race ever right there for Sebastian Racine. Tanner Ward, Jamie Powell, William Crate, Daniel Elmore, and Julian Bennick right out your top 10. And Quinn Amiot, Davey Fraser, Sam Gaynor not having a great ride out there in the TLD Gas in that 13th spot. Tyler Gibbs after a great start back to 14th spot. So him kind of just wearing himself out in these motos out here, but still a great ride. Jeremy Mackay, Wyatt Kerr, Zach Ufamsef, Guillaume St-Cyr, Micah Mikel Savard, and Preston Massiangelo inside that top 20, the points paying position. Back up to the lead once again. Thanks everybody for joining us at home. Hopefully you're sitting still and relaxing, maybe in some air conditioning, or you're out on the deck, wherever you're watching. You're getting a good taste of the Triple Crown Series here at MX 101, and a little over a lap and a quarter to go here, Kyle. He's looking good. The 46 of Marco Canella.
This is the Marco Canella we expected from round 1. Obviously dealing with some issues with bad starts, but here he is. We're getting him halfway through, and who's to say he can't make up those points, right? You know, expect his other competitors to have some bad motos, maybe some bike failures of their own, and he could find himself right in this battle for the championship come Walt.
Yeah, 100%. And we've seen the kind of stuff of Deschambault. Technically, we haven't really had a mudder. We had some rain at Gopher Dunes. We got to think we're going to have a mud race in the series as well out here, so anything can happen, and it usually does here in the Triple Crown Series. And 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for glory. So we saw him do it last week. Now, can he follow it up, Kyle?
Yeah,
got to follow it up.
That's it. We've seen him go 1-5, tie for that overall last week. Obviously, he got the nod to Piccolo for his first overall. but he needs to have a follow-up moto. He needs to get off the start good like he did this moto, and then just pick away, get into the lead. I would love to see the kid get a hole shot and just lead wire to wire. I think that would just be the confidence he needs, but what
That's
doesn't scream
for
confidence?
us.
Yeah,
We don't want
it's boring
that.
for
That's
that.
boring
You're
for
right.
us.
You're right. Galdy's a math guy.
We need entertainment. Dance, monkeys, come on, get out there and dance for us. Put on
Math
the show.
is too easy when it's 1-1, eh, Galdy?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Up to moving through and lap traffic right there. One more time through the back sweeping section.
Wow.
This is where he really was able to close in.
Cheating off camera there. It looks like Tanner Ward has caught up to the back of the 212 machine.
Yeah.
So obviously we want to follow our leader, watch this win, but maybe we'll catch up with that battle as it closes out this lap.
The number 3 tunnel section right now, so let's maybe cheat off camera there, see if Tanner Ward can collect another point towards his title run. And Canelo, look at this, lapping Tyler Gibbs right there. So up and tied to the top 15. So Canelo having a heck of a pace.
Yeah, 14th for Gibbs is solid. I know he didn't want to be a lap down, but he started strong. He's seen the pace of the leaders, and yeah, not a bad race for the Gas PRMX ride coming back here. But Canelo is the man of the hour, Galdi, and it's a 7-second lead right now.
7-second lead for Marco Canelo out here for moto number 1 of the 250 class. And looking good on that MX-101 FXR, bringing out the fresh gear. The boss is in town. You're going to get the nod. As the sponsor right now, are you like half writing the check?
Yeah.
Is it sort of just maybe just putting Marco on
Just
it?
Put just write the amount and then just leave the signature off.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay, here we go. That's what it is. Look at that. Teammate Sean Moffenbauer cheering him on right there on the left side of the screen. But here we go. 2 turns to go. And this kid is going to bring home his second Moto 1 victory of the year. Back-to-back Moto 1 victories. He's happy. Look at him coming in cruising. That's the best feeling right there, Kyle.
Yeah, nice
MX-101 Yamaha FXR Rockstar backing up our Moto 1 winner right here, Marco Canella. Going to bring it home, Kyle. What a great ride.
Tanner Ward just passed.
What a pass for Ward. It almost looked like he was going to jump on the front of Racine. And Racine going to try to come up the inside, so that is an all-important one more point for Tanner Ward. If it comes down to the end and Ward was down by 1, that was the pass right there. But look at this. Racine is not giving up. And we got lap traffic. Racine's got the drive. Is he going to boss him around? No. Tanner Ward
just getting in there.
Able to get around. Finishing second, McNabb, Piccolo. This is for Sanaya.
So now Tanner going to the outside. Racine going to the outside. Tanner messing up there.
Oh, Racine gets him at the finish.
Racine top 5
gets him at the finish line. What an absolute battle. What a finish. Wow, Kyle. Sebastian Racine, the final turn.
Wow, that was incredible there.
Unbelievable. Whew, it's almost hard to say. Let's take a little break from that action, but oh my, it is time to pay those bills. We will be right back. Triple Crown Series with the podium here from the 250 class to start your day. Do not go anywhere.
What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Ryder.
Welcome back, everybody. Ryan Gall down here in the corral for 250 Moto number 1, and we just saw a barn burner of a race. A little bit behind these guys on the top of the box, but we'll bring in Sky Race and Fox Canada, Jacob Piccolo. Jacob, I listened to your live interview just behind. You said you're a little bit embarrassed of that, but dude, 3rd spot, it's all about championship right now. You're in the hunt of these things, so 3rd's not that bad. How do we kind of regroup into that second moto and kind of get that forgotten sort of unpositive moment away?
Yeah, definitely a rough moto. Glad to save the moto a bit, get a 3rd, save some points, but I just got to recover this little off break we got, and then come back in Moto 2, and then I'll be running up top with these guys.
What do you think it is in that Moto 1? Is it a nerves thing out there? Because obviously start speed it is. You said you got a little bit of arm pump. What do you call it? What do you maybe kind of account to that?
Just riding tight, I guess. Maybe not breathing. Just being in the pack, in the front pack there. But we should get a resolve for Moto 2. I think it'll be a good Moto 2.
Sounds good, Jay. We wish you good luck. And the red plate looks good on this kid. Love seeing it. 3rd in Moto number 1. We're going to bring in the Honda Canada GDR Fox ride of Ryder McNabb, who got into that lead, but Marco Canella chased him down. Come on in here, Marco. Come on in, Ryder. Come on to this side of me, buddy. Come on to this side over here. Another great ride there. It looks like it was going cruising out front there. And then, did you tighten up? Did you see Marco coming? Because he kind of was able to close that gap real fast. It looked like lappers played a little bit of a role.
Yeah, no, I tightened up like right around when I got past Piccolo, but I was like, I kind of held the same gap the whole time, and I kind of just got a little tired at the end there, and some lappers screwed me up 2 laps in a row, and that's what caused them to get by me.
Let's talk about the track out here. Obviously, with the 1 qualifying, you don't get to see a lot of it. How is it out there getting ready for the rest of the day? It looks like you guys are already breaking down to that hard pack base.
Yeah, no, the dirt's actually really good, but with only one practice, it doesn't get really rough, so it's like super one line.
All right, well, you know what? Good luck on the next moto. Ryder McNabb taking second spot on the Honda Canada GDR Fox. And now, time to bring in the winner, MX101 FXR. Marco Canella, come on in here. Looking fresh as a daisy out there. Marco, that one is a very impressive ride. I thought the Gopher Dunes was impressive, but I feel like that one it was even more. You got a little bit better start than maybe that Gopher win, but you just look calm, collective, and just kind of boss the track and everybody around. Just give me it from your perspective.
Yeah, I knew the track was going to be fast and choppy, and it might not be nearly as rough as Gopher was, but it's actually a little bit more tolling on the body, I find. So I knew it was going to be a long moto, and the halfway came out, and I was like, okay. You know, it's time to put in a charge now. Ryder was good that first half of the moto. You know, I knew if I can see him, you know, I can try and hunt him down for the end of the moto. And he made a couple mistakes with some lappers. And once I got into the lead, I tried to just put a little buffer and then, you know, maintain it, save some energy for the second moto. But yeah, it feels amazing to be up here.
Yeah, it's not home track, but home team and stuff. Is there more pressure with this? I mean, I feel like you handle pressure well. Do you find it more when you come to this place at all, or is it just the same everywhere?
It's the same everywhere. You know, we try and get the job done every time I line up on the gate. But to come out here, qualify P1, win the first moto, I mean, it's pretty amazing. You know, I haven't done this very many times. My second win ever, which is kind of crazy. This is year 4. But, you know, we'll try and make up for the lost time now.
You're hitting the greens all over the place today, buddy. Congrats right there, MX101 FXR. Marco Canella, we'll let you get back. We'll get ready for that moto. There you have it, guys. What an amazing moto we saw right at the end of that race. Racine passing in the last turn to claim a top 5 for his first moto ever. Craziness is about to resume again. The 450 boys coming up. We'll take a small little break. We'll be right back with 450 moto number 1 here from Sand Lee for the Triple Crown Series. Not miss us too much in our lovely voices. Brian Gald and Kyle Thompson, the soothing sound of Kyle out there.
There's a nice comparison right there. The soothing sound. And that's Dylan Wright, Jess Pettis. 1 point between these guys. 4 moto wins for Dylan, 3 for Jess.
Why does Jess look so upset?
9 moto podiums for Jess Pettis. So a little bit more consistency. We know Dylan's got a couple fourths in there, so yeah.
Jess looked angry. I don't know. Is that maybe he doesn't like your voice?
Okay.
Maybe it was mine. I don't know what it is. But here we go, getting ready for the 450 action. Who's got that inside gate? Oh, Tyler Medaglia. Big surprise. He knows this track. I feel like something's. I like your word, spicy. I feel something spicy out of Tyler today. And the points right here: Dylan Wright, Jess Pettis, Marshall Welton. 1 point between the top 2. Only 17. Welton behind that, and then another 10 for Cole. Moffenbauer a little bit farther back than I would have thought, but. He was very fast today in qualifying, second spot in qualifying times today. 30 board to the sky, roadistributing.com. Thank you once again for that wonderful sponsor who's been here on the onset of the Triple Crown Series Championship. And we're getting ready here for 450 moto number 1. Who's going to grab that all-important roadistributing.com hole shot? The board to 5. Here we go. The gate is down. Fast drop again. Inside. Is that Meston? Pettis, Meston, no, Pettis, roadistributing.com, hole shot number 8?
8 out of 9.
8 out of 9. Wow. Jess Pettis is on fire out of the gate on the number 15. Keelan Meston, I just met his mom this morning, so she's going to be happy as he sits in second. Welton, Tremblay, Moff, and I still don't see Dylan Wright. Oh, Welton goes down right away.
Wow, that got a little close there as those guys went at it. Look at Tremblay making some moves early on. Dylan Wright back in about 10th spot. So he's got
Tremblay driving it in. He made the pass on Welton. Tremblay up into that second spot.
So yeah, Welton's buried in the pack too. So he's took that digger there. He's in about 13th. Dylan Wright in 11th.
And Welton just behind Dylan Wright. So this is going to be an awesome moto here to see what the number 1 and the number 2 can do.
But MX101 boys looking strong early on here.
Yeah, the MX101 boys. Look at that.
Yeah,
Moff tripling into there. Haven't seen that all day long. So very cool from Moffenbauer on his teammate. But look at this. Here comes Thompson. Thompson gets the drive and goes right around the outside of Moff right there.
Yeah, Moff had a great lap time in practice. He was good here last year against his old teammate there, Nicoletti, as well as Dylan Wright. He was up battling this. Look at Moff trying to battle back right now. Messing up the inside, Thompson the inside, and then
whoa, what a line from Moff right there. That one is going to be something to keep an eye on. Then look at this. Thompson back up the inside on him. No. Moff able to make the pass. What a great line. I love to see that. Look at this. And Moff now is going after his teammate.
Wow, look at this. Moff is fired up right now. He's going to go around the outside. Meston kind of playing the spoiler right here.
Woo, side by side. This is where Canella made the pass to the lead, and looks like Moff now is he going to make the pass on his teammate Meston for the meantime. Side by side, Cal. Look at this bar banging action.
Wow, good riding out of the number 3 right now. He's bouncing back. Outside line. Look at this. I like these options here.
Look at the speed he's carrying there. Moffenbauer is on fire.
So Moffenbauer up to, what is that, third, right?
Third spot, I believe. Yeah, we got T-Dags in that second spot.
No, that's
sorry, Tremblay in that second spot. T-Dags is back there. My bad. Tremblay. So Pettis, Tremblay, Moff, Meston, and then right here, Cole Thompson on screen right here battling. This is Thompson. Look at that sly little move. Look at that KTM power of the ground. He's going to get the blue crew. Yes, up the inside. Thompson makes the pass.
Yeah, so he's got to get back up to his.
Oh, look at this. So Meston coming back underneath. Wow. Tons of passes on the first lap here, Kyle.
Yeah, this is getting aggressive here early on. Pettis is pulled away here. Thompson up the inside. He's making that pass, just barely getting over that table from the inside. Medaglia just in behind that battle. So Meston not giving up. This is some good fight out of the Carlson Racing MX-101 FXR rider as these guys work through that tight chicane section. And Tremblay, the two KTMs out front.
7 and 8, Dylan Wright and Marshall Welton. Welton's gotten by O'Farrell, so they are in behind this group right here of 6. So it's going to be interesting to see how far they get up. But Pettis is checking out right now, Kyle, and leaving the competition in his wake. Wow. Thompson able to uncork that triple as well. So the 450 boy is able to get a little bit more horsepower and make something happen into Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen gets super hot and humid back there with the no breeze. But look at this, Medaglia. Man, Meston's got some fight in the old boy.
Shutting down the door on Medags there. That outside line, I love that line. I saw Moffenmeyer. Looks like you just took it again, just ahead of these guys.
Yeah, Moffenmeyer makes a pass on Tremblay.
Wow, Moffenmeyer right now carrying the flag. What's going on over there at MX1? It's almost like they know this place.
Yeah, they've rode a couple laps here. Like I said, last year, Moff was impressive at this track, so he is moving himself up. He's in the second spot. There's Dylan Wright, though, just in behind Medag, so he's got some riders to pass, but, man, he is making some moves. And there's Medags, there's Meston, and there is the big red number 1.
And there's Welton in behind there. So the 1 and 2 got some work to do here in Moto number 1, but it is early on, 30+2. We are only a lap and a half into this Moto here. And look at this. Dylan Wright already trying to make something happen right there. The power of the ground, the Honda versus the Blue Crew.
Yeah, Meston, awesome to see him battling out here. But look at this.
Whoa.
Not enough to hold off the number 1 as Wright just gets right up the outside there and takes that position.
Dylan Wright is so impressive under braking. He outbrakes and makes the passes so clean going into the corners. It's not about carrying the momentum into it. It is about making the pass into that corner. So impressive to watch the number 1 do damage on the rest of the field as he's climbing his way back inside that top 5 if he gets Medags out there. So Pettis across the stripe. Moffenmeyer across the stripe.
Tremblay,
Thompson, and then here's the battle we're watching on screen. T-Dags and Dylan Wright.
Oh, look at Dylan just getting over that clean. That's a big difference there.
Look at this. These outside lines are starting to form now, Kyle. Look at these guys. They are making it happen now. We thought about that one line. It is really not dicing in there. Look at Dylan Wright. He's trying everything on T-Dags.
I like that line for...
Whoa.
I didn't like it. I liked it, then I didn't like it.
It had a good start to it, but not a great finish on that line. So. Dylan Wright hanging on. And there's a famous incident last year between him and Nicoletti right into that section right there. Look at this. Uncorking the triple. Everybody jumping it now.
450 power.
Yeah, Sean Moffenmeyer leading the way. And Dylan Wright,
Dylan Wright. Nice.
Little pop. That was cute. That was cute. I like that. All right, so Honda Canada GDR Fox chasing down the Cobequid Gas Callus Moto. Look at this. Thompson now trying that outside line around his teammate, semi-quasi teammate right there. And look at this. Thompson up the inside. No, Tremblay able to jump by, but
Timmy.
Tim Tremblay, check the shorts on that one, Kyle. That was a moment.
Yeah, we might have a replay on that. That was a scary moment there. We're going to watch for that to come up because, wow, Timmy just got full-on endo off that tabletop, and that's a highway. Like, you're way up there, Galdi.
Yeah, that is a jump out there. Looks like you might have just come down, maybe missed or landed on the brake or something, sent him forward.
Here's that
replay here. So, wow, inside. So keep an eye on the 777. Kind of comes up a bit short and just maybe landed neutral.
Yeah.
Maybe landed in neutral there, Kyle, because it's pulling his body right forward. So a big save by Timbit. Timbit right there got the sprinkles all wrong on the outside of that Timbit, but he pulls it back together. And here now, KTM Factory Thor Red Bull, Cole Thompson making that pass, and that is going to put Cole up into that third podium position.
Yeah, so Tim, great starts out of the KTM squad there. Obviously, Pettis pulling away this moto. I want to see how close Moff is lap time-wise as they come by the stripe there. So 1:59.5, and it is, wait for that time to come in. So
just a smidge.
All the same for the top 3.
Wow, a smidge. Look at Thompson. I like to see what I've seen out Cole right now. And hopefully he's going to get that spicy, as you say, out there, Kyle. Tell me what your thoughts on your brother this morning. I'm sure you talked to him, or did you get a chance to talk to him? And how's he feeling?
I did. I got a brief chat with him. He said he likes the track. It's fun. He's going to bring a new energy to this race. So right there, these guys, but you got to watch out for the number 1. He's at a 1:59, so similar as the leaders. he's pacing it. He had that mistake that last time, so that's a good pace for him, him making that mistake.
Okay, so Honda Canada GDR Fox chasing down the KTM Canada Thor Racing of Tim Tremblay. Cobequid, number 5, Gas. Behind that, there's our leader, KTM Factory Red Bull ride of Jess Pettis. Moffenmeyer still using that outside line, and he was just a smidge faster that last lap, but look at this. Everybody very tight. They're all kind of carrying the real good speed early on this moto, Kyle.
Yeah, so it's good to see. I love that shot when you get to all the riders coming through and you can see the gaps there. It just kind of gives you the idea of what these guys are up against and what gaps they need to make up. So Dylan Wright sitting in 5th. He's got the guys that he needs to pass right in front of him. And Jess Pettis is the guy he needs to actually catch because that 1 point difference, it would put the red plate on Jess Pettis' bike.
It's musical chairs out here for the red plate going on. No problem at all. But we love it. It has given us some jam-packed action here for the Triple Crown Series. And you're watching the battle for 4th and 5th. Tremblay's got it, but Dylan Wright wants it. Look at Dylan Wright right there, seat bouncing his way through with the SSS suspension. And I love Dylan. He's in attack mode every second of the race out there. I feel like watching him ride, you'd think he would get so tired. He's just always aggressive and always on the gas, but the kid is so strong.
Yeah, he reminds me a little bit like a Barsha. Barsha looks like he's always pushing, and it's very similar style. They use a lot of energy looking, but, man, they got more energy in the tank as Dylan Wright always pushes right to the end there. As you see Moff Thompson come by, there's Tremblay holding strong there in 4th, and Dylan Wright. So these guys coming by the stripe there, and it looks like, a little bit
faster again.
He's down to 4.6 there. Thompson 3.3 behind, and then it's to Tremblay and Wright. It's 2.8, so very tight for our lead pack here early on in this race.
Welton struggling right now back in that 7th position and not really making up time on Medags, actually losing a little bit that lap. So the number 2 struggling out there, Meston back into that 8th position, and quietly in that 9th position, Liam O'Farrell all by himself, Yannick Boucher and Parker Reels going at it for the top 10. Parker Reels actually just making the pass. But back up to this battle here, Dylan Wright. And again, impressive Tremblay. He's holding speed. The kid has got speed. Like kid, he's 34 or 5 years old. But he's so strong. He's a kid to us, yes. Kid to us in the booth out here.
Dylan with a little bit of
Whoa. He's still got,
got a little coming in. He lost the front end and just couldn't regain
Dylan Wright
composure.
having some moments right there, Kyle.
Yeah, he might be getting frustrated with dealing with a bit of ruse from Tim and trying to get by, and that's the case sometimes. He's just fast enough to hold him off.
And we saw, sorry to interrupt, Kyle, I thought you were done there. We saw last week all the crashes of Dylan was washing that front end.
Yeah.
And it looks like he may be pushing here. And here it is. Were you talking, no, my fault, sorry. I thought we were talking a replay right there. But it is, look at this. So now Dylan Wright up the inside.
Moff went down.
Whoa! Moffenmeyer off the track
seen that
there.
Thompson was going off the track like he almost hit him, but now Wright,
Dylan Wright picks
just like
2 for
that,
1.
2 spots.
2 for 1 for Dylan Wright, so he's now up in that 2nd position. Everything is going, up in that 3rd position. Everything is going right for Wright out here. What is going on, Kyle?
Yeah, so even after making those 2 mistakes, now Moffenmeyer trying to regain composure, and he's back with Medaglia, who's sitting in 6th. So back to 5th for Moff after sitting in 2nd and looking strong.
So that just opens up the floodgates for Pettis now up front. Still cruising. Pettis going to come across lap number 6 with a 1:58.767. You're going to see Thompson coming here in a second. Coming by, and the gap is 11 seconds at 2:02. But Wright, Tremblay, Moff, Medags, and Welton all right there. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so I think that Moff and Thompson must have got caught up together if he made a crash right in front of Thompson, because he lost a lot of time to Pettis there in the mix. So now Pettis has a big lead, 11 seconds back to this pack right here. So Wright going to try to make that pass, but he's got a long ways to go to try to take that points lead back.
Big time. So Dylan Wright, Honda KTM GR to the inside line. Thompson able to triple, pull that gap back again. A couple bike lengths using that inside and able to make it work. There's that little cute bumper right there for Dylan Wright. And Thompson, though, looking spicy this week, like you like to say, looking good, looking comfy out there. Dylan Wright showing that aggression. We love to see it right now, but he's got to make it happen now. We just hit lap 6 out there. It's going to be about a 15, 16 lap race. Yeah. So we are
12 minutes in.
12 minutes in here. So, but here goes Dylan Wright, maybe around the outside of Thompson.
Yeah, look at that. Not able to do that tabletop for Thompson. He's been working that inside line.
Wow.
That outside. You got to protect it, but at the same time, you got to know that you're not making that tabletop. So maybe Thompson can learn a couple lines here from Dylan Wright as he sees Tim Tremblay in behind Moffenmeyer, Medaglia, and Welton all right there as well.
All right, so Cole Thompson now back into that 3rd position. Dylan Wright starting about 12th, now up into 2nd, already 6 laps in with Tremblay back in that 4th position. Medags and Welton chasing down and Moffenbauer in there as well. So these guys have got to read some of the lines that Dylan Wright is using because
the lapper's heavy
oh,
already.
look at the battle coming back here. Look at Welton, Madags, and Moffenbauer going at it for 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, so those guys
clicking by.
battling it out here. So, Moff had a great position there, sitting in a nice little second, but a crash, and then you just get thrown in the lion's den, and you're just battling. You got
Just
Tim.
swallowed up. Poor Welton and Moff having crashes at not opportune moments at all out there, and really losing a whole bunch of time. Tremblay, Moff, Madags over top of it. Lap traffic in the road. Madags going to go inside. Is he going to push the elbow? Yes, he does, but Moffenbauer able to almost using the racing line there, able to make the jump.
Yeah, so that line going to the outside, you got to cut back. Obviously, the inside shorter way around, but man, Moffenbauer moving his way back up this leaders boards. He's into that 6th spot.
So Dylan Wright now up into that 2nd spot. He can cross right where Madags is and look left and see Pettis at the end of Hell's
in the
Kitchen.
background. We only got
You
the
can
shot
see,
there.
but so he can kind of spot him to see if he's catching or not. Or there, yeah, you see the pit board, but it's always better if you can see that racer and you're sort of chipping away. That gives you that enticement right there. That last lap around, Dylan was 0.1 of a second faster.
Yeah, not enough.
Not
But he
enough.
also had to make a pass on Thompson, so that
Yes.
would have caused a little bit of grief there for him. But 12.7 down. These guys need to chip away here. And now Thompson trying to hang tight here with Wright, which is a smart move. Tim Tremblay holding down that 4th spot. So 3 KTMs up in that top 5. Galdi, a gas, and a Honda. Round it out.
The Blue Crew in the 250 class and the Orange Brigade in the 450 class here. So lots of colors flying around as we're looking at the factory KTM Red Bull Thor ride of Cole Thompson right now, and currently sitting in that 3rd spot. And I think Cole would love to get a podium. He hasn't been on it since the Walton, so he would love to get himself a podium right now, and he's looking comfy out there. And I feel like the only attack that he may feel from back is from Welton, but
Or
Welton is
Moffenbauer is-
Moffenbauer was pushing as well, but I feel like that rattled him, that crash right there, as we're now up to his teammate, factory KTM Red Bull Thor ride of Jess Pettis. And Jess Pettis just up for a little cruise right now, looking good up front, good lap times, good speed. It's going to be interesting to see this lap if
Yes.
Dylan Wright is chipped away.
This is a lap that we're going to keep an eye on because Wright had clear track. He had to pass a few lappers, but other than that, he's had clear track, so he's been able to kind of use his own lines. And here he is coming through that Royal Distributing first corner up over the tunnel jump here. And let's see what his lap time is. It's 1:59.9, so almost 2 flat there for Jess Pettis. And that's 1:59.8, just a 10th better. So
Same, almost the
not
exact
enough.
same as last time. It's a chipping away, but it literally is just a chip.
Yeah, it's just a tiny chip.
Yeah.
So did we lose him off that lap? So Welton now pushing up for the backside of off screen there. Welton.
Back to Dylan Wright, and there you can go right there. See to the top right of the screen. So Dylan Wright can spot the 15. And, you know, once you're a racer, Kyle, as you're looking there, you can see you're getting a little bit close, but you want more. Does he push harder now? Does he just take it in? We saw, we have a piece that we're going to catch up with Dylan later on, and we know that he kind of talks about sitting back a little bit and sort of letting the race come to him. Is this one of those positions?
I honestly don't think. I think that he needs to get going and get up there. But, yeah, he's got 12 seconds. You know, that's a lot. That's a big round. But he has got home track advantage. He grew up here. He knows this place well. So let's see what he can do.
All right, Welton, Tremblay, Madags. A little green and orange with some red sandwich in the middle here. Look at this. Welton to the inside, making that pass stick. Good pass by Marshall Welton, forcing the issue there, Kyle.
Yeah, that's a boss move there by Welton, the number 2 machine, moving up there. So have an eye for him as he tries to climb back up into a podium position.
And he's got about Tremblay right in front of him at about 7 seconds or so to catch up. About 5 seconds. 5 seconds to get to Thompson. So, but it's right now he's got to make this pass right here, Kyle, before he can even make a stab at the 16.
Yeah, so right now the halfway board will be coming out this, so 15 plus a lap left after they get by the stripe here. So now Welton working on Tremblay. You got to be thrilled with how Tremblay has been riding this season, just mixing up with the factory guys as a B-supported KTM rider. And, man, there it is, halfway for us here at the stripe. So Jess Pettis trying to extend his lead. He was a 2-minute flat that time, so slowing up just ever so slightly. We'll see if Wright was able to answer there. And look at the thing. Yes, he was a second, almost 2 seconds. Whoa,
wow.
Look at this.
Whoa,
Getting close.
Welton's going to push him wide, and he's going to make the pass stick. Nice way to control the line for Marshall Welton. So Marshall Welton now up into that 4th spot. And he's got, let's see, what is it? It's
5 seconds.
exactly 5 second gap now to get to Thompson. So that'll be the battle to keep an eye on. But Dylan Wright just dropped 2 seconds out of Pettis. That's the chipping
halfway board. So
that's a half a bag of chips.
Yeah.
That's a half a bag of chips on that one.
There you go. So watch for Wright to just get back in this race. Started out rough, had some bad line choices there early on, but he is battling, and he is 10 seconds down from our leader, Jess Pettis. And that would change hands. The red plate, we know it's one position coming in, or 1 point, coming in. So.
Okay, so Team Green, Thor, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Huber Motorsports. Right now, Marshall Welton getting himself up in a 4th spot after about a 10th. Well, actually, so about a 3rd place start and then crashed in the 2nd turn. Fell himself back to about 12th or 13th, now up in a 4th. So
here's a replay here. That's that pass. Look at him launch there, almost landing in Tim's line there. Wow.
Watch him hop this inside, though. He was making it stick. He was not letting Tim get away with that one.
No.
Great move, great boss action right there from Marshall Welton, making it stick by the number 777, or Tim Tremblay. And we'll see if now Welton, if he can do some damage and try to get up into that Thompson. With the podium, he has to get the podium if he wants to stay in this title hunt with Thompson and, with Wright and Pettis. And we've kind of lost Moffmeyer after that. He's fell back to 7th place, Kyle.
Yeah, it's unlike him. He was so good early on. We're going back to that battle. Medaglia is still trying to find his way around the number 777. So getting down the pack there. That's the battle for 5th spot there. Tim Tremblay holding on strong here, but Tyler Medaglia, the number 5 Gas Copaquid ride, as we see Pettis behind us getting by the stripe there for his 10th lap.
And I think Dylan's clicked off a little bit more.
Yeah. How many chips did he get this time?
Wow.
That's 4 chips.
Wow. That is almost a full bowl.
That is a full bowl.
Wow.
Maybe a little popcorn in there.
So Dylan Wright has chipped it down. He's about 6.9. But the battle on screen, a couple of veterans right here. These boys battling on track and then battling for the Advil bottle. Whoa, Tim Tremblay coming up way short there, Kyle. Big mistake.
Look at this. Tyler around the outside. Nice pass. No, Tim says, I got you. And he does.
Wow, he just shuts the door, Tim Tremblay. You know, that case is hard on that one. Tim, case so hard the front wheel popped back up
there. Look at there. There's Moff right here. He's going to try to capitalize on this battle and get by both of them. So Moffenmeyer trying to find some more speed here, as he's the faster out of these 3 right now.
Moffenmeyer he got a little rattle there. He was running 2nd spot, throws it away, and now he is here trying to charge himself back into this moto. And, man, he was carrying such good speed, Kyle. It looked like there was going to be one of these motos that we saw last year at him, but he's just got to recoup, and these 2 boys right here in front of him. And these 3 guys, the oldest in the 450 class, going at it right now for 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah, so these old boys going at it there. Tim Tremblay on this KTM holding it down here, having some good line choices here. Let's see if Tyler gets in there. He's going to throw a wheel, but not enough, and he's not able to jump that tabletop from there, Galdi. So it's a little sacrifice to try to throw a wheel in, but now Moffenmeyer did the tabletop. He's right on his back wheel.
Look at these guys. 1, 2, 3 right there. Throw a blanket over the boys battling it out right now. And the good thing, too, about battling at this place, battling go for it, is the roost isn't hurt. You can sit in there, you can take the roost, you can dance around, you can really search. Yeah, Walton's so bad. I'd rather stand behind a guy with a machine gun paintball action right there. Without Walton Roost is not good at all.
There's Dylan Wright on screen here. He's trying to find his way. He just got by a bunch of lappers there, a slew of them. So he's trying to find some speed here, trying to catch up to the number 15, his title contender.
Look at that lap time from Pettis, though. He dropped it down.
Answer.
Yeah, what an answer. Big time here. We're going to see Dylan Wright's time come by. Dylan Wright, a 150. What an answer from Pettis. Great job by Jess Pettis there on that KTM ride.
Yeah, he kind of puts a – look at this. So Tim Tremblay holding back these guys, the number 5 and the number 3 here. So great riding. But behind or in front of them, looks like Welton's putting on some speed here. He's got some good lap times going for him as he's caught up to Thompson, 2.6 back. So that battle we'll keep an eye on as well.
All right, so Moffenmeyer, Medags, Tim Tremblay. This is 5, 6, and 7 on track. You're watching right here. Moffenmeyer just working the blue crew. They're trying to make a move on the Copaquid Gas Callis Moto, backing up Tyler Medaglia, the local legend out here, born and raised right down the street from this place, and sunk his teeth into the MX 101 sand 30 some odd years ago and has never stopped.
Yeah, it's crazy to see, Tyler, Jeremy, so good. They came from the Sandali background. We got Dylan Wright. Now we got Sebastian Racine. This MX 101 squad, besides even their team riders that have been good, they've got some young guys that have come up through the pack. Whoa, a lapper got in the way there of Moffenmeyer.
Moffenmeyer losing a bunch of time there from the 33. Just thought he was getting out of the way and ended up kind of rolling in the back of Moffenmeyer. Now, we talk about the blue flag and even that rider held his line.
Yeah.
Mavmar, the faster rider, chose to
Should've
go
went
for
outside
Vaughn. Should have
there.
went outside on that one right
So
there.
here we're going, catching up with Thompson and Welton. This battle is for third and the last podium position. So Welton slowly creeping up in this, and this is a good spot. I know he'd want to be up there with the 1 and the 15, but he's going to find himself a podium battle here late stages. We have 8 minutes to go, plus 2 laps, sorry.
And that's another 2 points in the championship right there. So all important points tally as well to make sure he gets them to stay in the hunt. Sitting a little over 13. No, what is he? What did I say? Was 17 back right now of the boys at the front of the pack. So this would make it a 20-point gap. But still, he's got damage control. He's got to get this pass on Thompson.
Yeah, he's got to make up the time there. So it looks like Pettis just coming by a stripe behind us. He might have. Looks like, yes, 4.9 for Wright. So Wright is the fastest guy on track again. He's chipping away, like we said.
4.9 seconds right there. So 5 seconds he's got it down to. That's the lowest it's been here in the races. And Wright just dropped his fastest lap and the fastest lap of the moto with a 157.5. Wow, Kyle, on lap 12. On lap 12.
Yeah, late stage of this moto, that's scary for the competition. Wright is just finding more pace.
Now, look at that. We were talking about seeing that Hell's Kitchen coming in. Now, it's the other way around. Pettis can see him coming back in the other way. And look at this, Welton, the green cow. Whoa!
Wow, sideways off that thing.
Wow, that was a scrub and a halfer there.
Now Thompson switching up lines. Lapper's kind of playing a factor here. He's not going outside. Now Welton's going to try to seat bounce this in. No, he has to shut her down.
I think Welton's got the pass. He's going to hold on to that inside right there. Look at this. Thompson, though, back up the inside, going to cut across. No, Thompson gives it to him.
Wow, look at that battle there. But, yeah, Thompson having to go elect to the inside to avoid Lappers. But, man, Welton played that perfectly.
Marshall Welton, Team Green, Pro Circuit, Thor, Kawasaki, Huber Motorsports, getting by the KTM and Red Bull Factory Thor racing ride of Cole Thompson there. Thompson looking a bit somber after that moto, maybe just kind of settle in. Arm pump issues. Kyle, what do you think of what's going on in the
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, just kind of settled into a pace,
Yeah.
maybe got too comfortable, and Welton just capitalized on that as he drops him into that third spot. See if Thompson can regroup, but the battle will be coming down to that number 1 and that number 15 for the lead.
You got to think the speed that Wright was carrying. He's going to be right on the rear end of Pettis. And here we go. There's the number 1. Where's Pettis? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yikes.
Was he ever swallowed that up, Kyle?
That is scary. He just got by Ryan Derry, the Gas new rider there. We'll talk about him in a little bit.
Whoa! Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was scary.
That was a close
there.
call with that lapper basically hitting the brakes. Not an ideal spot for the lapper to do that, but that's okay. We're back in it. Is the pass going to happen right now? Dylan Wright is pushing the envelope here. Kyle, he has got it all. Hands on deck. And the 15, wow, he just looks calm. He doesn't look like he's pushing at all. Dylan Wright has made up a full 5 seconds in one lap. He just dropped a 157.0, the fastest lap of the race.
And almost hit a lapper there and went down. So, wow, what a lap out of Wright there. He is using this track to his advantage. Here he goes up the inside.
Is this where it's going to be?
Pettis got control of the corner, though.
Wow.
No.
Pushing him wide.
Oh!
Pettis goes down, trying to force the issue, and Pettis hits the dirt.
Yeah, so what control out of Dylan Wright there to be able to stay up and stay in position here. Pettis going to get this bike going, try to remount in front of Welton. I don't know if Welton...
25 seconds. 25
yeah, he's got a big gap there. So replay coming up here. Look at this.
Go.
Now Dylan Wright on the outside. What control for the number 1.
Yeah, control and strength right there. And Pettis just losing that front end. But you got to love the aggression. Both these guys, they want it.
Yeah,
they want that red plate. They wanted this championship, and they're going after it. But there was no doubt that nothing was going to stop Dylan Wright with the lap times he's laying right now, Kyle.
Yeah, no, he is on fire right now and making that pass, catching him. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was
12-second gap.
Yeah, it was massive. But Dylan Wright using that home track advantage, I want to say, and just pure speed on that number 1 Honda GDR ride.
There we go, leading the way. So now we're going to see the lap time switch again coming around here. And there's Pettis back up on his KTM Red Bull Factory Thor racing bike. So he's back in the race, and he's in second spot. Welton definitely closing in the gap, but I do not see him getting caught. We're coming down to the end of this moto here shortly. I'd say probably 3 laps to go the next time around.
Yeah, they're 26 minute mark, so they might have
maybe
4 laps to go.
Maybe 4 laps to go here. So a long moto, 30+2, and the heat is chiseling away at all the competitors out here. It has got to be about 32 degrees outside here right now as Dylan Wright about to lap Yannick Boucher, who's sitting in that 11th spot. So Dylan Wright, 2:02 for Wright. Pettis obviously not going to have a lap time that he's going to be wanting to be bragging about right there, but still sitting in that second spot.
Yeah, so 2:13. He's 10 seconds back from our lead, so he's got a lot of work to catch up, and especially when Dylan Wright's setting just blistering fast lap times, that's got to be, deceiving and tough for the mental game.
Honda Canada GDR Fox up front right now. Dylan Wright. Man, those laps, Kyle, like you just go back and look at that thing. His fastest lap on lap 13 was a second and a half faster than anybody else on track.
That's insane.
Now, you going back, talk to your brothers or anything like that. Well, we don't have much time to do that stuff, but do the team managers talk about that? They say, hey, Dylan was using this line. Check this out here. He was a full second and a half faster.
Yeah, he's just so dominant, and it's just been the last few weekends. I think this is the most dominant we've seen him since the first round, where he went 1-1 on the day. And he's just feeling the flow, feeling comfortable. Early on, he just didn't have anything going for him. He lost a big gap to Pettis, who got away early. And we know how important the start is. But Dylan Wright, he's just battled ever since and just chipped away like we've been talking about. A whole bowl of chips, whole bag, one of those family-sized bags of chips, some of those laps.
Those Costco-sized bags,
yeah,
yes.
those Costco-sized.
Yeah, full blanket.
No free ads.
Yeah, exactly. There he is, Dylan Wright heading into one more time into the Yamaha Blue Crew corner on his Honda Canada GDR Fox Red Ride. Ride Red, they say out there, and Dylan is showcasing that bike. I was in a text group this week with Phil Nicoletti and a couple other guys, and they were talking about when they see Dylan on the screen, it looked like he was really fighting the bike last week. I'd say complete opposite this week.
Yeah.
Although we did have that one moment out there in the back, but it looks like, man, him and the bike, the track, just they're as one right now.
Yeah, and sometimes you're having these moments because you're dealing with Roost, trying to find a different line that you typically wouldn't take. So he's trying to battle through like a Tim Tremblay or a Tyler Medaglia, and he's having these issues because he's just fighting to try to find line and find space on the track as he comes by there. He's definitely set it back a little bit as he just went by at a 2:02 lap time. There's Pettis coming by the stripe there. He's probably back in a similar thing. Just kind of mailing it in now. They've got gaps over their competitors, and both of those guys settled into a 2:02
Yeah,
lap time.
you think right now on the pit board is like, okay, let's just come home with whatever position you're in right there, first, second, third. Bring all the points. We'll regroup. We got another moto, but I like what I see him out of Cole right here now. A little late in this moto, and he's only 2.2 back. He's still got the opportunity to get into that 4 spot.
Yeah, these guys battling through some of these lappers here, and it looks like Thompson's got a little bit fight left to him, and Medaglia not too far behind that battle, about 10 seconds. So great riding out of all these guys, and then Medaglia kind of settled into that top 5 spot. We've seen that the last few weekends, and a number 5 kind of guy. But right now, Welton and Thompson battling for that 3-4, and Welton's kind of got the better of them.
Give you a rundown while we're looking at Marshall Welton on screen. So Dylan Wright leading the way. Jess Pettis, Marshall Welton, Cole Thompson, Tyler Medaglia top 5. Moffenbauer, Tim Tremblay, Keelan Meston, Liam O'Farah, and Parker Eels top 10. Yannick Boucher, Ryan Derry, Derek Ham, Anthony Spadaccini, Nick Jones, Blair Nada, Max Philippek, Taylor Ciampacini, Tommy Dallaire, and Mitchell Rempel rounding out the top 20 points paying positions. Yeah. If you're Marshall Welton right now, are you happy or are you upset that you threw away that first lap?
Yeah, you got to think.
Not even first lap, first 100 yards.
Yeah, you got to think that he put himself in a good spot off the start, which is key here at Sandali. But, man, just being overly aggressive early on and just lost the front end, tucked the front end there, went down, and then had a heck of a battle to get back to the podium.
Pretty wild to think. Pettis had a 12-second lead at one point of this moto, and now he sits 10 seconds back after the falter and the collision with Dylan Wright out there. So sitting in Jess Pettis' camp right now. Are you frustrated to go as the 2-lap board coming out here for Dylan Wright just ahead of Jess Pettis on screen? So
you can't be too mad about it.
I don't think so. I think you take it with a grain of salt, but if you go back and you see that lap time, you're like, scratching your head. How do you fix that?
If I'm Team KTM boss man, I ain't showing no lap times from that. I'm just going to say you had a couple bad lappers. Make some excuses for the poor guy. And
make some excuses for the
But no, Jess Pettis, what a great ride. And him and Dylan Wright have clearly been the favorites here in the 450 class, battling it out. So those guys sitting 2 laps to go.
I would say that they've made themselves. So is this now a 2-horse race, Kyle?
I agree.
For the end of this thing?
Agree. I think that Marshall Welton, maybe Cole would be able to steal some points, but I don't think they're going to be a factor in these closing stages as we're past that halfway in the series.
And I feel like Pettis has a bit of an advantage at Walton over, say, the advantage but the bigger advantage is right in these sandier tracks.
Yeah, you got to think the tracks that we're going to definitely favor. They're both good at them, but I think Wright's got the upper hand.
Pettis has got to keep this points gap within that 5 range heading into the Transcan. We head to Deschambault next round after a weekend off, and then next round and a very similar track to this, a little more elevation as well. But I mean, we've seen both the riders really cause some problems, have caused some amazing rides. So it's going to be interesting to see. But the speed Dylan Wright here is a 1-1 day is going to be hard to argue with. But Pettis go back, regroup, like you said, maybe grab himself one of those Red Bull drinks that they have under the tent. And but Dylan Wright right now on the Honda Canada GDR Fox leading the way. We are a lap and a half from another moto victory for him, and that would now tie them. Who had the one moto victory? Oh, no, that was points. So that was
points. Yeah, no, he'd be a 4-point lead here, and leaving this moto. But that can all be changed in that second moto if Pettis goes out there and does what he did early on and just closes it out.
And we've seen the starts of Dylan Wright; they're not that good. The starts right now are biting him, but it doesn't seem to matter, Kyle.
No, it didn't matter here. We thought it would, just being the way the track kind of shapes up. But I gotta say, the adjustments the MX 101 squad did to this track has made it more like. Usually we don't see any guys going outside there, and they've been using that all moto.
Oh,
so white flag is out there, Golly.
The Prince George Mayor just checked in. Courtney Lloyd sent it home watching in saying, come on, Jess. The town council meeting, they're waiting to give him the key to the city when he comes back home up there.
There you go.
So on to Canada, GDR Fox. 1 lap to go for Dylan Wright to close in another moto victory. And I'll tell you, over the last 2-3 seasons, this guy is clicking off the wins here,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Oh, man, he has stacked up some wins and some podiums. Not too many hole shots. We've seen him get one this year. The only one besides Jess Pettis to get a hole shot, Dylan Wright. And that's very uncharacteristic of him. But right now, Wright running away with this one.
Got it all right.
Got it all right.
Everything is all right with Dylan Wright. Coming around the big Honda turn right there. All the banners right there supporting the ride red. And, wow, what a ride out there. Like you said, the track did not look like it was going to shape up like this. I'm very excited for Moto 2s of our 250 and 450 class just to see what's going to happen, how the track is going to develop. The line choice out here is so key, and the options are endless, it seems, right now. The boys are making it work, and Dylan Wright just passed every bit of his competition to get into this first place.
Yeah, he did. He stomped all of them there. I think
demoralizing.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for people to regroup after that one and try to figure out how to beat this guy and take the overall. Obviously, Jess Pettis put himself in a good spot to go for the overall. We seen last week Dylan Wright did that to him, where a 2 in the first moto was just as good as a 1, and he got that overall at Gopher Dunes round number 4.
All right, about a half a track-ish to go, maybe not even, about 4 turns, I suppose, right here from the end. Fans clap and love seeing how many spectators and fans right here supporting the Triple Crown Series in 2021. We love having you. A lot more announcements just the Friday before here. We are Sunday afternoon outside the capital of Ottawa, Canada here, and we're pretty much wide open now back after all the COVID, so very good to see. And the field is wide open right now behind this guy. Honda Canada GDR Fox right now taking another win. Dylan Wright bringing it home on the home turf. No problem. Battled from the back and dominated that moto, Kyle. A 157.077 on lap 13 to bring home another victory. There's Jess Pettis. Oh, sorry, that's Cole Thompson, myself
Jess
on
went
screen. Jess already gone by, crossing that finish line in that second spot. Cole sitting in that 4th position. Marshall Welton, we're just waiting for him to cross the line, and there he is right there. Team Green Pro Circuit Thor battling up. I would be okay with that. I mean, the crash sucks, but what a good damage control, good recovery.
Yeah, good comeback there for Marshall, landing on the podium once again. So
there you go. Wow, another 450 moto. Not as crazy exciting as that 250, but we can't guarantee them all. But we are going to guarantee that we'll be right back after this commercial with the podium and bringing you another 250 moto here from the MX 101 Park.
Hey guys.
Welcome back, everybody, here live on the 450 podium. Ryan Gall going to be talking to our racers here. Going to bring in first place Honda Canada GDR Fox rider Dylan Wright. Dylan, it always feels good to get the win, but doesn't it feel good to have crowd and fans and people cheering your name out there?
Yeah, man, obviously hometown boy. It's nice. Everybody coming out cheering me on. It's great. I mean, I grew up not far from here, so track's not the same as we're used to seeing. It's a little bit more like hard-packed. But you know what? Obviously, Kev's doing a great job keeping the track dialed. And, yeah, I mean, it was a good moto. I didn't make it easy on myself again. You know, a bad start and had to pick my way through. And I just knew I had the speed, and I just dug deep and, you know, just made it easy on me out there. So we'll go out in the next one, get a better start, and try and execute another good moto.
I don't know if you're going to look online or not, or Pecker will tell you, but lap 13, a 157.0, just dropping the hammer. Talk to me about that at the end there. 12 and 13 were the fastest laps of the race for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows that my fitness is good. My trainer, Rob, and I, you know, we're grinding week in, week out. And you know what? I kind of found a flow out there. Once I got into second, I was able to kind of put my head down, and I don't want to lose. I don't think that's a secret. I hate losing, and you know what? It feels good to win, and we're just going to regroup here and go back at it in about half an hour here. But can't thank my whole team: Honda Canada, GDR, Fox Racing, Redline Construction, my trainer, my fiance, everybody. Fans cheer me on. It's great.
Awesome. Dylan Wright, go back, get ready for that next moto there. Great job out here. We're going to bring in the KTM Red Bull Thor ride of Jess Pettis right here. Jess, come on in and we'll get the TV interview done with her with a second place ride. Awesome, Jess. We'll pull you right on over here, buddy. All right, just talk about that moto, Jess. You got yourself another rotorstripping.com whole shot looking, cruising out there. Lap traffic tighten up there. Dylan really started clicking sort of halfway, started closing that gap. You guys kind of collect with each other. Just give me your thoughts on that ride.
Yeah, it was a great start again. I've been repping the whole shot, so I got to keep that up. Makes life a little easier on me, but man, it's tough. I just struggle to find my flow and find my comfort out there. It's a hot day out here, and the heat's a big thing. And it kind of hit me there midway through the moto, and just struggled. I made a lot of mistakes. I ended up almost going down like probably 3 times, and just kind of took the flow out of my track. And then Dylan and I got together. I ended up going down. So it's tough. But my first motos have been a little bit worse than my second motos this year. So we'll go back, we'll regroup, and we'll try and get a first in this next moto and get that overall.
Sounds good, Jeff Pettis. Let him go get ready. Great job by the KTM Factory Red Bull ride there. We'll bring in Team Green Thor, Pro Circuit Kawasaki, and Marshall Welton. A heck of a battle there, Marshall. You got yourself a pretty decent start and then fell 2 turns into the race. Made it hard for yourself. But damage control is what we were saying on the TV show. Damage control, just give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I got in position there off the start. You know, Thor Pro Circuit Kawasaki got off to a good jump with the Dunlop tires, and you know, I just made a bonehead move here right before the finish line. I was anxious, and I knew this track was hard to pass on. So, and Moff's a good rider here. I saw my opportunity. I'm like, let's go. So I tried to put it in on him there, and it didn't work in my favor. I went down and just was able to charge my way back. Tried to catch a toe on the number 1. He rode great, so it's pretty impressive to see him. You know, he's a tough competitor, so it's cool to see him come from back to the front. But just trying to get ahead of those guys. You know, feel like I'm on pace with them. I just don't get there. So try and get a good start next moto and see what we can do.
Sounds good. Marshall Welton, third spot. We'll let you go back. Get ready there, Marshall. A great job, the 450 guys. I want to say there's a little bit of sauce, a little bit of aggressive anger there between Pettis and Pettis and Wright. No talking to each other, no high fives this time at all. So could get ugly in that second 450 moto. Whew, time to take a little break. We'll send a commercial. We'll be right back with moto number 2 of the 250 class here for the Triple Crown Series from MX 101 Sandalye Park. You saw how good that worked. The 30 board is there. Paul Kingsley, head referee, all the way from Rotten, England, knighted by the Queen. Drinks tea with her quite often, I hear.
Yeah.
And he loves soccer.
He's
like unbelievable soccer fan. How much he loves it. Loves it. And the guy can barely maneuver his knees and whatnot. You think that's what he is?
Yeah, you talk about like the most thrilling sport of motocross and toughest dudes, and then you go to soccer.
Here we go, though. Here we go. The toughest fellas on the gate, ready to go here for moto number 2, the rotorstripping.com whole shot. The revs are getting up. The gears are getting shifted. The gate is about to drop. Moto 2 from Sandalye. Here we go. Jump inside. Piccolo crossing over. Canella, not a great start. Sinai. Piccolo looking like he's going to come out with it. And it is going to be rotorstripping.com whole shot to Sky Racing KTM. Jacob Piccolo. Sinai off to another great start. And is that Elmore? I think that's Daniel Elmore and Canella.
Wow.
Best start of the year for the 46.
He said he rewatched Gophers, and we were giving him a hard time on his starts. He really has mixed it up as he jumps into third.
Racine, another great start. And looks like McNabb, Ward behind them as well. So Ward not off to a great start again. There we go. The boys are funneling through, but it is Piccolo. And we saw last weekend what Piccolo can do with a great start. But there it is. Racine, McNabb by Elmore now. So McNabb off to a great start as well. So lots of good stuff as it stands right now. But we just crossed the first lap. Timing and scoring shows that Piccolo would be your overall winner. But we got a long time to go. 25 plus 2 here, Kyle.
Absolutely hate that we have a cheat sheet this week and we can't just get Galdi math going. But whatever. It is what it is. We're going to make it easy on the guy. But right now, great start at a Piccolo. And I talked to him on the podium, much like you did. He was talking about his first motos haven't been great. His second motos, he picks it up. Let's see if we can see a rebound moto out of the number 30.
Okay, so 30 on the front, 157 in that second spot, the 46, then a 212. And McNabb, and you know what's funny? 212 doing what Ryder McNabb did last year right now, getting the stars, banging the motos out there and showing that the kid has got speed at a very young age. But up front, Fox Canada, Sky Racing, KTM backing him up. Thor Pro Circuit Kawasaki, Hubert Motorsports sitting in second spot. And And I feel like Denai's gonna throw it right in the mix here. He's gonna throw and making hay while the sun shines kind of thing, whatever you want to call it. But he's gonna put some power down, I believe, in this moto.
Yeah, we've been kind of waiting for him. He had that one moto win there at Walton, but we've been waiting for him to just kind of unleash the fury here and get another one and try to get an overall. Right now, he's sitting in third position in the points for the day, so he needs a little bit of luck. Maybe make that pass. And some luck on his side to get an overall win. But
and you know, it's wild. We saw last week. Look at this. McNabb already around the outside of the intermediate. No, not quite making it work. Look at this. TLD Gas SSR of Sam Gaynor. A much better start this moto. And Racine holding strong. You think McNabb, he's got to make this pass like now. He's got to get by here. He's starting to lose those front two guys already.
Oh, wow. Racine just missing that burn, but holding on position. So Racine riding great here, and he's got to have a little extra motivation, especially these guys have seen each other in the Super Mini division.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago they were racing Super Minis.
So there you go, Racine not getting that step over. Oh, yeah, looks like just behind there. McNabb did make that pass. Racine battling back, so just off camera.
Okay, so McNabb making the move. So there we go, the top four in Moto number 1 inside the top 4 now. And I like what I'm seeing out of Sinai. Last week we saw Piccolo really just decimate at the beginning. Sinai is kind of hooked into the back of him right now, and I feel like these guys are starting to notice if you can get into the back of Piccolo, you can maybe fluster him a little bit.
Yeah, and look at where Piccolo sits right now. McNabb, he would steal that red plate back. We know that McNabb...
He would be the lone red plate holder.
Lone red plate going into Deschambault, round number 6.
Okay, so Piccolo, Sinai, Canella, Racine, McNabb, Gaynor, Elmore, Powell, Ward, and Gibbs, your top 10.
Man, Ward is just not putting himself in great spot quality. That's 9th place. Ugh.
And it's wild to think that he's gotten 3 overalls to start this year. And with this points, this would be a huge loss in it because of how bad these results might be. And he was just gaining 1s and 2s on the things. Like he's got some serious damage control, as we keep saying right now, to make up. So Tanner Ward, got to keep an eye on the 84. He has got to make it happen right now.
Yeah, impressive speed out of our leaders right now. Kind of dropping Canella, but we see this out of Canella.
Yeah.
He'll lose time. He doesn't care. He just got to find his flow. And once he gets it, he just puts the hammer down. And he's going to try to run down these leaders right now. Sinai running one of his better races early on here, trying to stay with the 30 of Piccolo. And this is going to be key for him.
He's got to think about this speed. Piccolo's so fast. He's got such raw speed out there. And Sinai hanging with right now. And you got, like you said, you got to think that he's just kind of maybe waiting it out, hoping for that mistake, because that's what we've been sort of seeing out of him. But I want to check the lap times the next time around. I feel like McNabb is laying down a heater.
Yeah.
I just saw the board come out right as the top 3 guys are going by. And he was about maybe 3 seconds-ish behind Canella. And I feel like that is definitely closed down. Yeah, that's closed down, Kyle. That's close.
There we go as they come by the stripe for the 3rd lap. And it is Steve McNabb there, 1:59. He is fastest on the field right now. McNabb got the pace early on in this moto. He is up into 4th. He's going to try and track down this overall. He needs to pass Marco Canella as well as Sinai to get the overall as it sits.
All right, so lots of action going on right now at the front of the pack. 1, 2, 3, and 4 within about 3 seconds of each other. So this is going to be an all-out war to the finish right here. The kids with a bit of a sandwich of the meat and the sandwich here is the experienced rider. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, so right now, Marco Canella going back to that Honda sweeper. He's starting to find his groove, though. Last lap, just not as fastest. So as soon as Marco starts picking off laps as he gets back in behind Sinai holding a solid pace. Look at this. Sinai now throwing that green fender and was able to almost get over that tabletop. Sinai looking to battle back here. He's got pace to pass Piccolo, and he's starting to throw a wheel in. And then right behind him, 2 fast riders of Canella and McNabb.
Okay, so Piccolo, Sinai, Canella, McNabb. Look at them all in the shot right there, Kyle. This is going to be a great moto. And you got to think, too, we've talked about a bit of one line. There is options out there. It's going to be interesting to see who takes their dance partner, which would be their motorcycle, and try to see what can make them work out there. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, when you're the leader, you're always going to take that strong line, but then when it gets close, you're going to try to drop into that inside and protect it. We've seen Sinai almost take over in that steep tabletop, but now it's kind of spread out again. A few bike lengths between them. Enough to be close, but not enough to make an attack on any of these guys right now.
All right, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love seeing that right there. There's a good shot of the mechanics area, trying to figure out what to put on the board. So if you're Piccolo, what's your mechanic telling you, Kyle?
Piccolo, you got to focus on the track.
Running high.
You talked about in the first one how he's always looking back. He's always fighting to look behind him.
Well, he's so used to, even in amateur, when he got in front, he gets yards, everybody. It's not like that in the pro class, but we did see it at Gopher Dunes, but right here, he's not able to kind of do it. So he's maybe just like not able to push that envelope, maybe not able to take that risk because he knows those guys are so close.
Yeah, all these guys hopping into that corner seems like the predominant line. And Piccolo, just not able to get away. We're going to see if Sinai has that speed in the background here. That Honda sweeper, he was super fast that last time around. And we've seen the 450s, those guys tripling in, just double it here. They don't have the ponies there on the 250.
Yeah, a few CCs less. Whoa, dragging the leg there on the 46. So you can tell right now the 46 of Marco Canella is really pushing hard to try to make something happen. But we didn't see it come around until about lap 6, halfway, lap 7.
Yeah, last lap, he was the fastest on field. Look at that, just eats a full mitt full of sand there from Sinai. Now Sinai back to the outside, not able to be close enough to take that inside.
All riders right now just kind of following each other, sort of playing. But McNabb taking options, taking chances. You like to see that out of the racer. And I bet you it feels good, too, as a racer. Look at outside
here. He does this everywhere he goes. He'll work some lines.
And what I like about it is that he's making it work, and he's not losing time.
Yeah, no.
So it's making him, okay, I can try this, and I can still catch the guys. Oh, I can try this. He's maybe just waiting it out to see what the track's delivering.
It's amazing what this kid is doing. He is not following the leader. He's going around the outside. Look at this.
Whoa.
Speed.
Oh, my. Wow, a whole nother gear and hemisphere for the number 18, Ryder McNabb. What a pass, Kyle. But here comes Canella around the outside. He's going to get it back. No, McNabb drifts wide and takes the line away. What experience, and just wheeling out there. The Honda power.
That was 5 outsides in a row, and he made that last one stick. He was just revving up the motor. It was winding that McNabb up. You wind him up, let him go, and he just made that pass through the rollers.
Like the jack in the box just popping right there. Wow, what an impressive pass by Ryder McNabb. And now you got to think that Piccolo, Canella maybe can see that line, and maybe he can make it work.
Here's the replay here. Look at this.
Wow. Just singing by there. Wow.
A little shake and bake.
Big time.
Look at this, though. Canella is not done yet. He is not.
Outside, meets the inside. He has to shut the door there. Now Canella able to venture out and try something new.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to be on defense. Now, Ryder McNabb went from offense to kind of a bit of a defense, but also he's still got to pass a Kawasaki in front of him as the scoring and points have caught up. It's 45 right now for Piccolo, 43 and 42 for Canella and McNabb. So Piccolo got the stranglehold right now.
Piccolo trying to back up his overall win last round at Gopher Dunes, maybe trying to make it happen again here and looking good up front. Got a 1.6 second lead last time by, but man, that does not look like 1.6 seconds, Kyle.
No, it is right there. Let's see now. Watch McNabb. He's going to dive to the inside.
No, he's going to save it. He's saving it for the 5th gear turn.
Yeah, he's got a spot. He's got a spot, you know.
Oh, and he went inside here this time. So this is where we saw him set it up before. He went outside. No, now he dives back to the inside. This is where we set it up before. Can he make the same pass on Sinai?
So here it comes.
Outsides. Here we go. Look at him. Just shifted up. He's making the line work. He's setting it up right now, Kyle, around the outside. Oh, could it make it happen again?
Get the shark music
Foot
going.
On the peg. Wow. Sinai able to carry the speed, but McNabb going to go to the outside. Wow, shuts the door. Ryder McNabb making a pass again. Kyle, the kid is on fire.
That is scary for the competition there. That he has found that line. He has got his groove. And now right behind Piccolo, this could be the swing he needs in this overall.
Kick in the rear end. Look at this. Now Sinai's got the drive. Is he going to push it back to the inside?
Oh, here he goes.
Sinai going to make the move. Yes. Back to the inside. Sinai gets it. Puts McNabb wide. A little mistake.
Yeah.
What action we got to go ahead here, and Piccolo now just start to stretch it, and Canelo getting a full front row seat of this.
That's what Canella needed. He needed Sinai to jump back in there because McNabb is the fastest on track right now, so he needs to stay in the hunt.
McNabb really using those outside lines here. Kyle loves seeing that stuff out here. The number 18. Sinai gets the doors blown off and then fights right back and knocks it back on.
Wow, that's impressive here. See if Canella can rebound this moto as he slipped back to 4th there. Man, Sinai, it got to give him a little confidence. Now he's seen where he didn't really see where McNabb got that speed from. He's just kind of guessing at this point because he didn't see that outside line carrying in. So I feel like McNabb can do the same thing to him this lap.
Yeah, 100%. He's got to get it closer, though, I feel, Kyle. That gap right now looks a little bit too big. Sinai was able to hang on to it, staying on that inside line. So back into the Honda sweeper one more time. All riders taking the exact same line. A little bit wider, actually. Oh, big shout out to our girl Brittany off screen right there, helping out, getting us some French fries. Good stuff right there. Love that. Okay, we got a little snack in the action going on right now. And Brittany Lynn helping us out. Big thanks to that. But back in the hard back. Look at this. Now Sinai looks like he's closing on Piccolo. It is a teeter-totter battle, Kyle.
Wow. Look at this. Now McNabb just not quite as close as he was last lap to make this work. Sinai has found a groove now. He's trying to push up here to Piccolo. And it looks like Canella just losing a bit of ground.
So Canella not taking a chance on that outside line. McNabb, once again, not making it work this time. Sinai is really making that inside thing, battling hard out there. And McNabb not able to make anything work this time around.
That's impressive line here. Look at this, though, Galdi, right around the outside. So McNabb making that push.
Sinai shutting the door, though. He sensed it coming.
Oh, Lapper here in the way. Now McNabb around the outside of that Royal Distributing banner.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. Now Sinai going for the lead.
Oh, look at what's going on, Piccolo.
Oh,
and
Piccolo.
And McNabb's going to get him, too. A 2-for-1 out there. Piccolo losing lead. Sinai to the lead. Look at this. And Canella right there. This action is nonstop here, Kyle.
Wow. That was an impressive line there by Sinai. Sinai now in the driver's seat for this moto. Canella sitting still in fourth, so that puts McNabb, now that he's gotten the second, into the points lead here for the day by 1 point, and it'd be a tie between Sinai and Canella the way things sit. So Canella now right behind Piccolo. He needs to make a move fast because these leaders are pushing the pace. Here's the replay.
Wow.
Wow. Insane.
Just bossed him. We must have missed a little mistake. Piccolo didn't get the drive in that straightaway and made a mistake, opened the door for Sinai. So look at that quickly with our results, the way they're swapping out. A 3-3 right now for Piccolo gives him fourth overall, just like Tanner Ward last round.
Yeah, so he'd be pushed back, and the red plate would go to Ryder McNabb leaving this round. So that's the way things sit right now. Things could change up in a heartbeat. We see it all the time in this 250 class as they get back into that tighter section there.
And if Canella gets by Piccolo, that would give him the overall for the day. So the battle right there between these guys is huge for Canella. Canella kind of getting faltered a little bit by a lapper right there. McNabb making everything work as best he can at the front of behind Darian Sinai. But man, I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Darian Sinai right here, Kyle. This is impressive.
Yeah, is he going outside again here? Like I said, wind up McNabb. Let's see what he's got. Here it is into the sweeper. Not close enough to make that pass. But man, Sinai has picked it up, Galdi. I'm impressed with his speed there. Piccolo having a bad lap. He was at 205. The other guys in front of him, 202. Both of them were. But look at this.
Whoa.
McNabb has got that sweeper dialed.
Diving to the inside, not making it work there. An interesting spot to make something happen. Now to the outside. Piccolo got the rear view, but Canella, Sinai got the rear view full of McNabb. The 250 class is serving up action out here today, ladies and gentlemen, of the Triple Crown Series. Round number 5 here at Sandalene.
Through another lap there, Galdi. These guys are deep into this moto. 8 laps in. Sinai has his section where he's strong. McNabb, obviously, you can clearly see what sections he's strong. Those rollers into that sweeper. So that's where he's going to be trying to keep it closer so he can make that pass. Piccolo still holding strong in that third spot. Canella just battling.
Losing a little bit of time there. Canella making a mistake. So back to the front. You got to feel like McNabb. He wants this. He doesn't even need this pass for the overall. As it stands, he's got the overall at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see how this kid plays it out. You want to wonder, does Ryan Lockhart, the mechanic, does he know that the 2-2 gets the overall? Or is he saying, got to go, got to go?
I think every point counts here. We've seen that in the Cardo Systems keys to the race. It's every point counts. And later on in the thing, you don't want to be like, I gave up 3 points because I didn't want to push it. He's going to push it here. McNabb only knows how to win, and that's where he wants to be.
Wow, Ryder McNabb is pushing the envelope right on the rear end of Sinai right now. Now, is he close enough, Kyle? Is this where that outside line maybe comes into play?
Yeah, it definitely does here. He wasn't this close last lap, and he's coming to his strong point. And look at this. Sinai not getting through that line clean. Here it is. Oh, a little mistake out of McNabb.
He's tight. He is tight out here. Oh, Ryder in the lane, though. Ryder in the lane. Look at this. Up out of the way. The drive. Oh, it's not going to happen this time there. The lap traffic, not their fault. They were out of the way there, but Ryder McNabb tried to choose that line and not going to work out this time, Kyle.
So it's not this lap, but he definitely has a line. Look at this. Right here in the sweeper, he's strong, too. A mistake out of Sinai. And he's got
it. The inside move, and he's got the pass. Ryder McNabb taking the lead right in front of the mechanic area.
So there it is. Sinai back to second, and this is going to solidify Ryder McNabb as the points leader for today. He's going to get that overall.
And he'll take control of that red plate as well with a 4-point gap right now on Piccolo. Sorry, this actually will change to a bigger one out there because they were tied coming into this moto.
It's
Sorry,
4-point
2
lead.
points behind. He's actually 2 points ahead, but he's got 7 on Piccolo now. So he would have a 5-point lead leaving here.
Yeah, so that's going to be big here. Piccolo's still battling with Marco Canella. Marco Canella is not out of the woods here. He's still got a chance, an outside chance to catch up. But, man, it's got to be kind of disheartening seeing McNabb pass you, then go on to get that lead.
Yes.
Just push that pace.
A thundering pace right here. Look at this now. Piccolo Canella going to the inside.
Oh,
Whoa.
mistake out of Piccolo.
Piccolo.
This might be what he needs confidence-wise, Canella, to get back into battle. He sees a Kawasaki right in front of him. He needs to start picking away at this because he knows
needs that pass if he wants to take this overall here.
He's
Kyle.
got to get that win.
He's got to get Sinai. He's got to get Sinai in this moto if he would like to make that overall on the podium. So that now puts Piccolo.
The replay here. Look at this. Ah, look at that. Front end.
Piccolo is a full mistake all on his own out there, Kyle.
He's not going to be happy. Oh, shoot. Ryder down. And that's Sinai. Look at that. To Gibbs looks like he went down there off the side of the track. So
wow.
Gibbs, he's not in the battle.
What just happened there? More action, craziness going on here. Sinai to the back row. We get a replay of that one as well here shortly. Unbelievable going on. So Sinai now losing it. That's going to put Canella into second spot. Piccolo back into third.
This is a head-to-head battle
This
now.
will give Canella the overall for the day.
No, it wouldn't. It would be a split, a 2-1 and a 1-2. So McNabb will
Oh,
still
you're
get
right.
the
My
overall.
bad. Sorry, my bad.
It's
Yeah,
all good.
correct. Yep. Hey, look at you, math guy.
Big time math guy. There we go. So Canella has his work cut out for him. You see McNabb just in front of him there, cruising away. He's got to track down our leader.
Okay, Canella up front. So McNabb, Canella, and Piccolo 1, 2, and 3. I believe that would be the way the overall would go for today.
Yeah,
once we let our timing and scoring catch up as they get ready to go by the stripe one more time here, Kyle.
Yeah, so McNabb just coming by the finish line here. Let's see what kind of lead he's got. About 4 seconds, would you say, Galdi?
We're waiting for Canella to roll by 4.5, Kyle. Yeah. 4.5. So now it stands McNabb, Canella tied at the top, and Piccolo back to a third overall with a 3-3 score. So as they sit in the moto, that is your overall for the day.
Yeah, so right now, Piccolo he's just struggling with the bike setup possibly, or just dealing with the fatigue. And Canella, he's got his work cut out for him. 4.5 seconds to get this overall. He needs to start putting down those laps we've seen in the first moto. Lappers may play an issue, but maybe McNabb smartened up here from the first moto where he had to deal with those lappers and lost a bunch of time to Canella. Let's see if he's...
We got a battle now heading into that number 3 tunnel between Sebastian Racine and Tanner Ward are going at it again for that 5th and 6th position. So we'll try to pick them up as well going out there. But the battle still at the front of the pack. McNabb starting to leave a little bit, but maybe this is where we see that late moto charge of Canella. Is this where he can start getting that flow and maybe starting to crawl back down to McNabb?
Yeah, we'll see what goes on here as Canella works his way back into this front section here where McNabb is super fast. And it's all about timing these lappers and making sure you're not going to get, behind one in a tight corner where you're going to lose a second or two. And time is valuable right now. There's the battle you were talking about, Galdi. Sebastian Racine and Tanner Ward for a top 5 spot. So Racine sitting in the 5-5 right now. Tanner Ward with a 6-6. Tanner Ward makes that pass. He's going to jump up in the top 5 on the day.
Yeah, a 5th or a 6th for young Sebastian Racine. That's one heck of a way to start your pro racing career. And that will pretty much solidify him as a pro for 2022. Tanner Ward now got the drive on the Honda up the inside. No, Racine shutting the door on him at the moment. Here goes Ward. The experience going to make the pass. Racine just going to give it up.
There it is.
Maybe not just yet. Look at that. Wow. Racine slingshotting right back by. This kid is all fight, Kyle.
Yeah, all fight here. And that's what we've seen in the first moto, right to the bitter end as we get back to it. Looks like Canella has now caught up a little bit of ground.
A 2:05 to a 2:03, Kyle. So Canella once again finding that late moto flow. Canola flow?
Canola flow?
No, that doesn't make sense.
That's your buddy Phil.
Whoa,
Right back
there's Ward now stuffing the thing on Racine. And now Racine coming back again. This kid just does not give up, frustrating the experience of a Ward. So Tanner Ward now up into that 5th position, but not a great day for Tanner Ward. Going to lose the points lead and going to lose, let's see, he was 2 ahead. He's losing 16 on the day, so he's going to be 14 down after leaving today if it stands at the finish line like this.
Yeah, that's tough for Tanner Ward. He's quite a ways behind Darian Sinai in that 4th spot, 8 seconds to be exact.
So we're going to see about the Canella. And, whoa, Marty. Where are you headed, Marty? He's going up and down on the lift again. He's going up and down on the lift. He's got dizzy.
He's a little dizzy.
Here we are to, that is Tanner Ward right there. That's Ward. Racine still right on the rear wheel there. So I like what I'm seeing out of Racine here, Kyle.
Yeah.
And we're going to Deschambault. That kid rides that track well.
He's going to be at the ECAN, so you got to think that the ECAN, that amateur national there, is going to give him a little bit of a boost going into the weekend.
Yeah, a little bit of an edge to his craft heading into that Deschambault. So Ryder McNabb, Marco Canella, Jacob Piccolo, Darius and Tanner Ward, your top 5. Sebastian Racine on screen. Sam Gator, Julian Bennick for GA Checkpoint Yamaha.
You got to think that Tanner Ward's hoping and praying that the Marco Canella of Yamaha can make that pass and just take 3 points. The point stealer, like you always call him.
Yeah.
And that's going to help in the championship points here because this is the worst finish we've seen Tanner Ward since the beginning at Walton.
Yeah, this would be his worst moto since the beginning of the series. So see how there's McNabb, there's Canella. I feel like it's right around the same distance. You're going to cross the stripe here. Maybe 3 laps to go here, Kyle. The 2-lap board isn't out. McNabb leads. 2:04, but Canella faster again, 3.1 seconds. He's coming. He is coming right now. Oh, big mistake. Big mistake, McNabb off the track. There it is, Canella's blood in the water, Kyle. Blood in the water.
Oh, and that's a big hit to the lead there. He had 3.1 seconds there. Now it is 1 second behind. So McNabb feeling a bit of this pressure now. And you don't want to feel a pressure from a guy like Marco Canella. He's just got so much experience, so much skill.
Oh! Down he goes.
Marco Canella is down.
Oh, it's down and out here, Kyle. Wow. What a mistake right there for Marco Canella. Goes down hard after chasing down the lead.
Sorry, we missed that replay, but Marco Canella is down. That was a bad crash. He got completely sideways. Oh, I am sick.
Oh, man. Marco Canella was on the rear end of Ryder McNabb. Ryder McNabb just looking back right there, trying to see where it is, and he's going to have a rear view mirror full of nothing. The 46 goes down in a heap, Kyle.
I just hate to see it, Caldy. You don't ever want to see a guy like that, Marco Canella, battling for an overall. He's just had a tough year, and to go down that hard, it's just so tough. But
hard to watch when you see a rider go down. Let's hope he's okay after that crash for Marco Canella. Taking an enormous soil sample here at MX 101. So when they come around again, the points and everything's going to shift once again. And now this is going to help. This is going to give a little bit of help to Tanner Ward a little bit here.
Yeah, a little bit of help. Obviously, if he had to make that pass, it would have helped him as well. But, unfortunately, Marco Canella down. Ryder McNabb got a nice gap now. He's got about 5-6 seconds over Piccolo. And Piccolo just doesn't have that jam we've seen a week ago at Gopher Dunes. So not able to track down our leader, falling back a bit there as McNabb works by another lapper. And it looks like the 2-board is not out. He was hesitant. It's 3 laps to go.
Okay, so they must have just got ahead of the clock there, Kyle. So really distancing out this moto here for sure in this 250 moto number 2. McNabb, Piccolo, and waiting for Sinai to cross the line here.
Yeah, Sinai's a bit back here.
Oh, yeah, it's almost 25 seconds back here. So
yeah,
a quiet moto for Darian Sinai after him as well. Getting into the lead, throwing it away. McNabb, the consistency and steadiness right here, might not have been the fastest rider here today, Kyle, but looks like he might bring home an overall.
Yeah, I seen Canella. He was sitting up there on the side of the track, which is a good sign. Not standing yet, but sitting there, taking some water in. So that's a good sign there for you viewers at home, Marco Canella fans. He's at least up and sitting and getting some water, getting rehydrated, but right now on screen.
You'll see him, right there to the right side. Might see him as the left as the next shot coming in is Darian Sinai on his Thor Pro Circuit. Kawasaki's coming through. There is Canella right there. Wow. Tough break for the number 46 MX 101. Things were looking so good, and he was coming back so hard. But now, McNabb, Piccolo, Sinai, 1, 2, 3 in the moto, 1, 2, 3 in the overall as well. And that is going to move Tanner Ward up again. So going backwards, Marco Canella on our screen as far as the point system works. But Darian Sinai having a pretty solid day, but McNabb right now looking like he's going to come out of here with the red plate as we head to Deschambault.
Yeah, back onto another Honda. Obviously, it's on Tanner Ward's bike. He's going to swap it in the pits there. We're going to take it off that KTM the way things sit. Piccolo dropping back here. He's going to end up second overall, Galdi, and losing that 5 points. So he'll be down 4 points on the championship.
No, he was up. They were up 2, right? They were up 2.
Oh, they were up 2.
Yeah,
so
something
like that. My bad.
So 3 points, right?
Yep,
3 points.
Yep.
Still awesome. This is awesome to see these 2 teenage kids going at it for this title fight, and this is going to give them a good cushion over Ward. A 15-point or 14-point gap, 2 points in, so it would be a 12-point gap between Ryder, and it would be in a 9-point gap between Ward and Piccolo.
Yeah, so 2 laps to go, Galdi. 2 laps to go.
2-lap board is out. 2 laps to go here. The 25 plus 2 is coming to a close, and Ryder McNabb is in control. And there, Sky Racing, red-plated, number 30 of Jacob Piccolo. He's going to lose that red plate, but salvaging, not being maybe the best guy today, but having a little bit of luck on his side and making sure he's in the right position.
Yeah, good job by Piccolo. He, some days you're just not on it. Like last weekend, he just decimated the field by a minute. Today, he just wasn't feeling it, but you know what? Minimizing mistakes and just putting yourself in the good points. He's got to be happy with today, even though, talk about arm pump, talk about just feeling tight on the bike. 3-2, that's a good day for not feeling great.
Okay. McNabb, Piccolo, Sinai will be your 1, 2, 3 overall. That's how they sit in the moto. Ward 4th. Sebastian Racine 5th, 5-5 on the day for 5th overall. Impressive for the youngster. Sam Gaynor, 6th spot. Julian Bennick on that GA checkpoint, Sky Racing Yamaha. Daniel Elmore on the GA checkpoint, Sky Racing Yamaha. Jerry Mackay on that KTM. William Crate, that's 10th position on the Husqvarna. Jamie Powell, 11. Davey Frazier, 12. Wyatt Kerr and Zach Ufemzef. Couple of intermediate boys running 13 to 14. Hayden Halstead, quiet day for Halstead out here.
Yeah, very quiet.
Day for Halstead.
Yeah, he's a ex-MX101 rider, so he spent many times at this track, just maybe not getting those starts, putting himself in a bad position. But Halstead, a much better performance last week at Gopher Dunes.
Ryder McNabb, number 18. Looking back right now, he's going to realize he's got about a 5-second gap over Piccolo here with just over a lap to go. He's got 2 turns and a lap to go here, Kyle, to bring home his 2nd overall of the year and the red plate as well. Number 18 in total control here late in the moto, Kyle, and I tell you, this is impressive. Sad to see what happened to Canella, but sometimes that's the breaks. That is motocross.
Yeah, he has a weekend off next week. Hopefully Canella heals up, gets back in there trying to steal some points, steal some wins, maybe get his 1st overall, as he was tied last week, and the nod went to Piccolo with the 5-1 and the 1-5, which wasn't good enough. And right now on screen, this kid's going to go 2-1 on the day. He's going to take home that red plate.
Look at this. Ward is caught all the way up to Sinai here with a lap to go.
And this is much
So this
needed.
would be an enormous pass for Tanner Ward. Another 2 points would get him in within 10. Under 10 of McNabb would save the day. Tanner Ward needs this pass. Tanner Ward is all or nothing with a lap to go here, Kyle. Does he have it in him?
Yeah, so this is the battle on screen. This is the only battle we see on track, as these guys kind of gapped out in the front here. So look for this. Tanner Ward needs every single point possible to get himself back in this championship hunt. He's being, obviously a bad start in the first moto, battle back. Bad start in this moto, battle back. He's just going to try to get tonight. It won't affect the overall, Galdi, but it's going to affect the points chase.
Big time. Yes, this is huge for Tanner Ward. Tanner Ward needs to make this pass on Sinai. The battle up front is gone. McNabb's in control. Piccolo in second. This is alone. This is for 3rd and 4th right now. And the way that Ward is caught up, you got to think he's got some lines up his sleeve here late there. But keep an eye on to see what he can do.
Yeah, looking at the lap times, 2:07 to 2:08. So just a little bit. Maybe he's been just trying to hunt him down slowly. And the 157 of Sinai, who had that crash early on, dropped back, but he's still in that 3rd position. Trying to bring it home.
Okay, Team Green, Thor, Pro Circuit Kawasaki, Honda Canada, GDR Fox, coming down to the wire. Our leader, though, has got to be coming up to that checkered flag here any moment. Ryder McNabb looking to go. There he is right now. 2 turns to go. Honda Canada, GDR Fox, 2-1 on the day. 47-point total. Going to give him an overall. Would be his 2nd overall here in the 2021 season, and this would give him the red plate. Ryder McNabb going to come across here and bring home another win for the Honda Canada GTR Fox and a new red plate holder. Fist to the sky, Kyle.
Wow, what a day for Ryder McNabb. Losing that lead in that first one, come back, and here it is, the battle. Sinai still holding down that third spot. Tanner Ward just not close enough, Galdi. We know it comes down to that last corner.
2 turns. He's about the same distance as he was last lap there, so it's going to take a super aggressive move. I don't think he's going to be able to make it happen. Sinai in total control. Ward is pushing the envelope. He's going to dive to the outside, inside. No, Sinai going to bring it across. Taking that third and stealing 2 points from Tanner Ward. What a 250 class. Ryder McNabb, Jacob Piccolo, and Darian Sinai. We will be back with the 250 podium, the champagne, and handing out some great news. Triple Crown Series coming back live. Stay tuned. Back, everybody, live here to the 2021 Triple Crown Series. Going to be bringing in the winner right here. No boots on, just put the jersey on. A heck of a day. 2-1 moto scores, Ryder McNabb. Buddy, what a day out there. Canelo was coming hard at the end of it there, but you held your composure. He has a crash. You're leaving here with an overall and the red plate. Crazy afternoon.
Yeah, I didn't actually get a good start in that one. I kind of got pinched off, and they all got the jump on me. But I just put my head down and worked my butt off out there. And hope Marco's okay. That sucks that happened. But glad to come out with first.
Talk to me about that big mistake just after halfway, just right over behind us here right now. Off the track, on the track. What happened there?
That was actually with 3 laps to go. I caught an edge and my front wheel just like went right and I was off the track. I thought I was going to get past, but thankful I didn't.
Good job, Ryder McNabb. Your overall winner here in the 250 class, buddy. We're going to let you go up, talk to Kyle, go on this way. Congratulations. I'll bring Jacob Piccolo in right now. Well, he's ready to go. Jacob Piccolo going to take second overall on the day. Jacob, we're going to lose that red plate, but man, another solid day. Today it didn't look like you had that same mojo like Gopher, but a very consistent and smart day, and that part's got to make you feel good because that's what you've been working on.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I was struggling with this track a bit, so it was a little slick. So I'm just happy to get away with a second overall and just maintain close to the points lead. So yeah.
Talk to me about the track. What was the difficult part for it out there? Just finding lines, battling bike. What was it today?
It was super slick and bumpy, and I would just get I got squirrely a few times. It was just I was just struggling with the track today for sure. I didn't really have the pace of everyone else, but I was consistent, and there we go.
Love seeing it. Good job again, Jacob. Congrats on a great ride right there. So Jacob Pickle going to take second overall. We'll get you up on the podium here next. I'll bring in the Thor Pro Circuit Kawasaki ride of Darian Sinai, who getting third overall. Darian having a wicked ride right over here, Darian. Darian up front, passing the lead, and a big mistake. Lappers, guys all over the place. Just give me, I tell you right now, it's just like a jar of jelly beans throwing up in the air with this 250 glass. It is crazy out there.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to be in the back anymore. I'm trying to go for a win, so I'm trying to push it a little bit harder. That first race, I got a good start, whole shot. I was out front, and then after the first lap, I washed the front end, just came in a little too hot. Made a mistake, and I had to make my drop tough, catch back up to fourth in that one. And then this one, we were all three battling it out really good. I actually made a couple of good passes and got into first, and I was proud of myself for that. And then I ended up, a lapper went down in the back. I tried to jump over his bike over a few ruts. Just didn't do it right. Clipped him, went over the bars. And at that point, I was just trying to make the moto. Tanner Ward came up behind me, and I was trying to hold him back. I honestly didn't expect to get on the podium, but we got it, so let's try to win this next one.
You got to be kind of happy with the progression, too. I know you wanted to win everything, but it seems like you're kind of battling. Today, you had speed, consistent, like everything was there today, other than that guy laying in the middle of the track.
Yeah, for sure. We got, before the season started, we got to come out here for a weekend. I did a preseason race here, the AMO series. So I got a little bit of time on the track. All these tracks are brand new to me. So, everybody, all the guys in the class have been riding it, and they're going fast. So I'm just trying to get up to speed and try to get in the front as quick as possible. All
right, Darren, we're going to let you go up onto the stage right here. Kyle's finishing the interview at the podium. I'm going to step back right now. And we see Kyle Thompson right now talking to second overall, Jacob Piccolo. Ryder McNabb going to grab that overall win there today. An amazing job by the top three guys out there. And you could hear from the voices, the track was really different by all of these guys. They said lots of looseness out there, big mistakes. It was like, who couldn't be the mistakes right there? Now champagne and trophies getting up there. We see Sinai getting ready to go. This is what it's all about out here for all these guys. And Ryder McNabb, the 15-year-old, grabbing his second overall of the year. And he's going to have the red plate as we head to round number 6 at Deschambault. And, there's Kyle's trying to figure out the points here. Kyle, good job up there. But there you have it. The kids right now getting the flags or getting the trophies to the sky. Darian Sinai third. Jacob Piccolo second. And your winner today, Ryder McNabb. And, of course, everybody likes to get the champagne corking right there. All right, trophies down to the boys. Champagne in there. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The champagne going to be popping. 250 overall winner, Ryder McNabb, Honda Canada, GDR Fox. What a ride. Let's give our best wishes out to Marco Canella. And the boys are cracking. The champagne is popping. The kids, they even know how to open this stuff. Ha-ha. Time to take a little break. We'll be back with the 450 Moto action and the champagne over there. Nothing beside him. That feels good. It's almost doing a start all by himself.
Yeah, just a practice start here. Watch for Dylan Wright to try to get another Royal Distributing hole shot. Here's the keys to the race, though. Start is key. We've seen it. This is Marshall Welton keys to the race, we got to say. Stay off the ground in the first 2 turns, and every point counts, especially when you're in that top 3, 4, 5 spots. They need some championship points.
Pettis there. He's been the whole shot master. 8 of 9 thus far.
Yes.
8 of 9.
Just getting
Here
silly.
we go. The boys are putting it into gear, tucking in their feet, gripping that bike. The heads are going to drop. The final 450 Moto here at MX 101 Sandley is about to go. The revs are up. The heads are down, and the gate has dropped. Here we go. Moto number 2 coming at ya.
Yeah, a lot deeper start here, Galdi. Harder start there.
Okay,
like
Dylan Wright. Whoa, Dylan Wright
down
down to the first turn. Dylan Wright is down with, is that Keelan Meston? Keelan Meston down. So Dylan Wright dead last. Parker Eels dead last.
Oh, wow.
And the 15, once again, getting the roadstripping.com hole shot. And there's a shot of Dylan Wright. Okay, well, I said maybe boring. I don't think it's going to be boring here trying to watch number 1. But all the rest of the boys up front already. Tyler Medallia sitting in second spot. Timbit and Marshall Welton, Thompson, all the boys right there.
Yeah, so Pettis, another Royal Distributing hole shot. He's an employee of Royal Distributing now.
Wow, Dylan Wright has dead last right now. So, the number 15, KTM Red Bull Factory Thor Race and Ride of Jess Pettis up front. Kobaquid, Gas, and Catalyst Moto backing up the second place rider. Tyler Medallia, local legend. Quasi KTM. Quasi teammate factory rider, KTM rider there. Thor Parts Canada backing him up. Tim Trombley sitting in third, and then that fourth place is Marshall Welton on the Thor Pro Circuit Kawasaki. And I feel like this is where the Pettis and Welton, they need to start making moves right now.
Yeah.
Pettis needs to check out, and Welton needs to make passes immediately.
Yeah, so there it is, Welton right there. He's sitting in fourth, and he's got to get by 2 of the older guys, Tyler Medaglia and Tim Tremblay. These guys have gotten some great starts today, but Welton right there, he just needs to get by quick because these guys, Pettis will get away. We've seen it in the first moto. He'll do it again. Don't dare him.
All right, Thompson just lurking in the background. And Moffenbar there, he's into that 6th position. So Moff really had some flat-out speed early on in Moto number 1. So we're going to see if maybe he can find that again and drive himself up to the front of the pack like he did in Moto 1 where he was up into 2nd before a big mistake took it away. Here's the boys heading into the Blue Crew left-hander sweeper. Wow, gas on the gas there. Tyler Medallia just dragging the rear end of that bike right now there and pushing the envelope early on here in lap number 1, Kyle.
Yeah, you got to think some of his local knowledge is coming in. He's hanging right there with our leader. But look at this. Welton making that pass on Tremblay, moving up to 3rd. And this is the start that we wanted to see out of Welton the first moto. Here it is in the 2nd.
Yeah, Welton needed to make moves right there. Already making in. And look at that. They're down to the super concrete soil under that inside turn. Pettis, Medags, Welton, Tremblay, and Thompson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the line.
Yeah, so Pettis trying to run and hide once again. He's seen it in the first moto. He's going to do it again here. We're going to try to keep tabs on the GDR Honda Fox Rider. There he is coming by, and that is 12th place already for Dylan Wright. So he is moving his way up the ladder.
He passed like 15 riders in the first lap. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
he's going moving so much faster than everybody else in that section of track. So Dylan Wright moving forward, but at the front right here, it's still the 15, followed by the 5, the 2. Right now, and like what I'm seeing out of Tyler Medallia, like you said, local knowledge, local legend out here, probably got some lines that may come into play for him here in Moto
I got to say, Medaglia's got some pace here. This is awesome to see. And Welton now trying to get up into that lead battle as Thompson and Tremblay battle for that 4th spot just in behind. Looks like Thompson making that pass.
Yeah.
As they go up that wall jump. That thing's tricky from the inside.
Yes.
He's not able to get it.
I'm waiting to see Moffenbar start figuring it out again. He was so good in that first moto there. I figure he got some speed on these guys.
Laps in that moto,
he was really attacking, really laying it down. So we're going to keep an eye on the number 3, the MX 101 pilot there. And he unfortunately probably didn't get a chance to talk to his teammate Marco Canella and say, hey, the line's this, the line's that.
Yeah.
Or Marco Canella hit the dirt right there. So probably no information shared between first and second moto here. Second 250 and second 450 moto. But there's a shot. The KTM Factory Red Bull Thor ride of Cole Thompson. He's chasing Team Green Pro Circuit Thor Kawasaki of Marshall Welton. And the 5, we got medic flag. We got a medic flag there.
Wheels to the ground.
Wheels to the ground. That's it. Good job. Unsure of what rider is down. Let's hope that rider's okay. There's the flag waving right there. Let's hope that rider's okay. Good job by all our combatants right now, following the rules.
Good job on the flags there for all the staff here, the MRC guys getting those flags out there, making sure these riders see it, because that's always the case, and it's scary for the rider that's down.
Jess Pettis over the finish line just in front right now of Tyler Medaglia and Marshall Welton right there. Thompson just in behind that.
Tim
Tremblay and then Moffenbauer coming across. These guys are all within seconds, but Pettis now 4-second lead, Kyle.
Yeah, we've seen it the first moto. We're seeing it again. I'm impressed with Medaglia. Welton needs to get going. He needs to get by Medaglia and find a little bit more pace to try to catch up to the 15. And, if Jess Pettis is... just off your screen there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's all right. Liam O'Farrell going over the bars off screen. He's up. He's okay, but back in the action up to the front here. The 5, the 2, and the 16, they're having a battle of their own, but what it's doing is letting Pettis kind of stretch it out. Now, Wright.
8th place for Wright.
I got to say, if you do the math right now, Dylan just made it, and the pass, he's a little farther back than he was in first moto at this point.
Yeah, a little further back. But
not as far as position, I'm just meaning times as well. He was about 13 seconds back.
And especially you're not got clear track. Look at Thompson trying to get up that wall jump. A bit different line there. It's cool to see, and that's what we were talking about. The MX 101 track has some very creative options here for the riders to mix it up. This is a super ruddy turn here. And it's just cool to see.
Welton hitting the right there. Look at this outside line for all three. Oh, no, Thompson up the inside. So Thompson, look at that. He's not even in our frame. He's taking a different line, trying to make something work out there. And, Thompson was watching Canella, very good friends, off the track. Whoa, little mistake by Welton, maybe opening the door for the 16. And, traction. They're giving it up, like you said. They gain it on the start, but give it up for the race, and you're seeing it happen right there, Kyle.
Yeah, and what a difference these 450s. They're able to go to the inside on those rollers and just whip the throttle, much like the 250s. We had McNabb going way wide, trying to get the momentum. These guys right up the inside, they get through those rollers.
And look at that. That medic flag is gone now, so the boys are back to full speed. Look at this. Marshall jumping into the turn.
Oh!
Whoa, legs off the bike. He's looking like my son out there, dragging the ankles, hanging on to it, not really losing any time at all.
What number is Riley? Isn't he number 2 as well?
He is number 2 as well. So there you go. Legs dangling in the 4 to 6 and legs dangling out here in the number 2 in the 450 Pro class.
Yeah, no, these guys are going at it here, but Pettis building up this lead, 201. These guys are all 202, so 5 seconds on Medaglia. And, man, I love to see the number 5 up here, home track. Here's that replay of Welton.
Wow.
Flying W.
Just good job at hanging on. That's usually when the whiskey throttle gets in there and the bike comes right in from underneath you. So good job by the Thor Pro Circuit Kawasaki ride of Marshall Welton to hang on to that thing. And now we have Dylan Wright is up into that 7th position. So the next battle in front of him is the Moffenbauer Tremblay battle. So Dylan Wright doing that damage control as we keep referring to, Kyle.
Yeah, fastest guy on track there.
And that's what he would need. If it stopped right now, Dylan Wright would lose. Would he gain 3? So he was up 4 coming into this moto. And he's up, 7-8. So Pettis would have a 4-point lead if it ended right now, but I don't think it's going to end where Dylan Wright's at right now.
No, look at Welton now switching lines. He's seen Thompson take that last lap. Now Welton going to that inside, mixing it up, keeping people guessing, and that's so key here, especially when Thompson's right there. If he mixes up his lines a little bit, he makes Thompson mix up his lines, and that could throw him off.
So right now, this is the longest taste of a podium position that Tyler Medaglia has had thus far in 2021. This is good to see.
Yeah, solid second here. These guys have nothing for him. The only one that's pulling away is Pettis, about 5.3 seconds. Now Thompson into those FXR rollers trying to track down the number 2. These guys have found each other quite a bit. Marshall Welton got the upper hand so far in the series.
All right, sitting at the overall, if the checker flag were to fly, it would be Pettis, Welton, and Wright, 1, 2, and 3. T-Dags 4 and Thompson 5th. But there's still lots of racing going. We're only coming up to lap 5 here, Kyle, and I believe it was about 18 in moto number 1. So they got a long time to go here.
Yeah, long ways to go as we, 8.5 minutes into this moto. Oh, right behind us there, Pettis coming up short on that finish line jump. Here's
Thompson. You heard the revs in the background, crowd. That was Jess Pettis coming up really short on this obstacle right here.
Yeah, it's getting tougher from that inside, Galdi, as these guys battle to try to find traction. And behind them, now Moffenbauer has got around the number 777 of Tim Tremblay. And let's look at the lap time for Dylan Wright. He is flying out there. That's got to be under 2 minutes.
Dylan Wright, 2:02.
My bad.
So, second fastest rider on the track compared to Pettis. Pettis still a 2:01. Pettis is really dropping the hammer at the front of the pack right now.
Yeah, he's got a 6-second flat lead over Medaglia. So those guys trying to chase down the 15. He's slowly slipping away here as those guys are back in Hell's Kitchen there.
Pettis, Medaglia, Welton, Thompson, Moffenmeyer, top 5. Tremblay, Wright, Meston, O'Farrell, Ryan Derry on that new Gas TLD Steve Sims ride, sitting in that 10th spot. Anthony Spadaccini, Parker Eels, Yannick Boucher, Tommy Dallaire, Taylor Ciampicini, top 15. Nick Jones, Derek Ham, Brett Young, Max Philippek, and Cole Wilson inside the points-paying position at the moment.
Man, I'm just super impressed with the number 5 right now. He looks so solid out there. And just getting through his lines. Just doesn't even look like he's trying. He's just floating around this track like he did for years as an ex-champion. And, man, he is just looking solid.
It's wild to think that Tyler was never able to pull the trigger on that 450 championship. Got 2 of the little bike ones there in the 250 back in 2010 and 2011. And he earned them by so right. And he's such a tough and respectable competitor. And just never been able to put it together. But here today, it looks like he's found that old heritage, feeling the flow here on those old stomping grounds, Kyle.
Yeah, he's looking awesome, man. And he's got to have a bunch of fans out here, friends and family, and it's awesome to see there. Obviously, waving that gas.
That podium's going to go wild if he gets up on it.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be good to see.
Yeah, so Tyler Medaglia, he's having issues there with Welton in that corner. He keeps losing the back end. We've seen him do the fly-in W there, but now he's pushing, trying to make that pass as Pettis is slowly getting out of here.
Pettis, once again, a 2:02.3. Medag's a 2:02.3.1. A 3.14.
Medaglia is the fastest.
Pettis, so Medag's is the fastest out of this top 4 group right now. Dylan Wright now, though, he's coming across. Whoa, Tremblay making a mistake. Wow. Dylan Wright going right by.
So Dylan Wright jumping up into that 5th spot there, or sorry, 6th spot. And that is a 2:03 for him.
But
so not
still
as fast.
losing time.
Yeah,
losing time to those front 4 riders right there. So Dylan Wright not finding that pure speed, raw speed that we know he has, but maybe, again, we saw it not kick in till the lap 12 and 13 last moto.
Yeah, look at this. Now, Marshall Welton getting to the backside of the gas, but then Tyler just finds some speed out of Hell's Kitchen there and just pulls those bike lengths back out. So, but this is, look at this. Now Marshall getting some desperate, rides in here, trying to get as many points on these leaders as he can. Back to that inside. And it's just, you can't make that table.
Make that table
no traction.
There, losing just a little bit of ground with that line choice right there behind T-Dags on his Copaquid gas. So the number 5, the number 2 going at it right now for 2nd and 3rd, but the 15 is stretched out now. He's got a 6-second lead, Kyle, a 6-second lead up front.
He's holding it down strong there at 6 seconds. It's a lot about gap management. I think he'd look back and he sees that red bike isn't the red number 1, it's the number 5. And he's going to be like, no pressure. You know what? I'm just going to keep consistent here. I'm going to watch my pit board. I'm going to just, race the track here.
Yeah. Hold those lines. Tyler knows this track. He's able to ride here, was able to grow up and ride here tons. He knows the late motos. But like even Dylan Wright said, he's put as many laps in here as Tyler probably. And he said the track is way different today because they're down so deep into that hardened soil.
Yeah.
There's a shot of Pettis going through there. You can tell right now there's the lead. There's the gap. That's a big gap, pal. That is a big gap.
There's Tyler, Welton, Thompson just in behind that. So I think that he must have pulled this lap. It feels like he's a little bit closer as these guys battle.
2:01.9 for Pettis that lap there. So a big lap from him, stretching out now.
2:03s and a 2:02 for Thompson. We're going to wait for it's 2:03 for Moffenmeyer. We're waiting for Wright to come by. And he's at a 2:01.4. So the fastest on track now is Dylan Wright as he tries to creep back into this picture. He's got a lot of work cut out for him to get back some points because the red plate is such a tight battle. It's 4 points coming into this moto.
Yeah, right down. And as it stands, he's going to lose, looks like to be about 9, my fault, 9. So, yeah, he would be behind by about 5 points heading into our Deschambault round where there's still, Welton just launching that.
Triple that or something.
Wow, it's Cowie got a little extra CCs under the hood there.
Yeah, so Tyler sitting in that 2nd spot.
Hey, Tyler pulled away a little bit again.
Yeah, this is what we wanted to see out of Tyler since the round 1, and came in with so much hype, almost being that he was so solid in the U.S. Nationals, and he just maybe not got the starts he needed. And this is maybe the bounce Mac moto to put him like, hey, I got the confidence rolling again. I can beat these guys. And we're seeing it right now, the number 5, back to his old ways.
I like that inside line that both Thompson and Medags shake, and you see the one, the welt, that really pops him out of there. I feel like that's like a bit of an energy sucker right there for him right there. Not able to get the same sort of drive. And Welton is in great shape training down at Club MX. So we know that ain't going to be a problem. But Thompson here, I like what I'm seeing out of him. This is lap 7, and he's in the fight here. He's in the fight
looks like we're about halfway, maybe one lap before halfway board here. So look at this, Thompson trying to drive wide. Now the lappers come into play, and it's who can get by cleaner. Becomes a chess match out here.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to figure out which way to go. Dario Zecca right there on the Honda. Hitting the way of Welton. He makes a good job. He gets out of the way. No problem. They get through. Oh, Tyler Medaglia off the track. Tyler Medaglia bike problems. Tyler Medaglia is off the track there, Kyle. Not sure what happened.
Yeah.
But we've lost the number 5.
Yeah, so there, Thompson trying to get by Zecca and another Cowie. These lappers just came in droids there. There's a ton of them.
Okay. So Welton now up into that second spot. 2:03. Pettis has got a 9.8 second lead.
So that's unfortunate for Tyler Medaglia.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. Has he gone back by? No, he has not gone back by. So Tyler Medaglia is out of this race, pal.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. He had such a solid race going for him, and this is exactly what he needed. Although I think he'll take the confidence from seeing how he was just in the land of his own there. He was holding his own, and, Thompson and Welton had really nothing for him.
Interesting. We'll have to see what happened with the gas bike there. But, yeah, Tyler Medaglia was having the heck of a ride. That is now all but gone here in the moto. And there's Moff, and there's Dylan Wright. So Dylan Wright's last lap time, a 2:02.3, fastest on track again, but not by what we saw in moto number 1, Kyle. Not seem to find that same speed.
So Moffenbauer about 7 seconds back from Thompson there, and Wright just behind him. So he's got about 8 seconds back from Thompson, and those guys are, 9 seconds back from our leader. So for Wright to get this overall is going to be he's going to have to put those 157s back on the board.
I think the overall is out of the question here today, but at least maybe trying to get up to that tying position of a 2-1-1-2,
minimize
still leaving
the
here
damage
with that points lead.
Yeah, I agree here. So he's got to make a pass on Moffenbauer, Welton, and Thompson. So 3 challenging riders to pass, but right now he's all over Moff for this 4th spot.
He sure is right there. Moff opening the door heading wide. Is Dylan Wright going to try to steal it right now? No, Moff gets the drive. Blue Crew versus the Rod Red right now, and Blue Crew's got the edge. MX 101 FXR, Rockstar.
Oh, here we go.
Look at this, though. Dylan Wright right up to the inside here, Kyle.
Yeah, look at this. Coming together. No, Moff.
Wow. Looking for traction, searching for it out there.
Yeah, so here's the halfway board out for our leader. So a couple sections ahead. Whoa. A little close there, but look at this. Dylan Wright now around the outside. Cut back in.
Little inside out. Does he got the drive? Moffenbauer going to shut the door.
Wow,
launches down.
Launches that.
Dylan Wright making the pass just before the finish line, so that is going to put him into 4th position now, and we're going to check that gap to see what it is to Thompson as he crosses. He's got about 7 seconds, Kyle. 7 seconds to make up.
Yeah, and he's running a faster lap time than everybody on the track, so he gets clear of Thompson and Welton. Hey, you know what? We've seen it before.
He's got about an 8-second gap to make to Welton right now, and that would at least put the damage controls we keep saying about there for that points thing. We'd still, funny enough, looking at the way it was, he would leave here with the red plate still 1 point ahead if they did tie today.
Yeah, he's got to get to that second to keep that red plate. He sees the guys he needs to pass right there, and this track's great for that. There's a lot of switchbacks forth, especially in Hell's Kitchen right here. You can see the next person, next victim he needs to pass as we look at Thompson and Welton battling for that second spot.
All right, Door, Pro Circuit Racing Kawasaki. Welton, and now lost a little bit of Thompson. Lap traffic really coming into play here. Inside lines all over the place. Trying to get them way around this.
Pettis come through our screen there. We're going to wait.
Yeah, there's Welton there.
And Thompson just behind him.
Thompson really pushed the envelope here. Very cool to see him up on the podium spot here, but you got to think Dylan Wright 7.1 back. He was 2 seconds faster that lap. We're going to see it come around, and you got to figure Dylan Wright's dropping the hammer right now. And lap 9, he did it lap 12 and 13 last time, so clear track ahead of Dylan Wright. We're going to see what kind of damage he can do when he's got that clear track. Again, looking at the Team Green ride, Marshall Welton, and a very solid ride here.
Yeah.
I'd really like to know what happened to McDags.
Yeah, I know. We need to
get a
report.
Over there? No, he's gone. He's not even over there anymore. So
knowing him, he went and got his enduro bike and he's back out there.
Yeah. I went in to put the bigger tank on,
Yeah.
you know, and get ready to bark busters on the bars. Welton now swing and ride, really carrying that momentum around that turn, Kyle. It's pretty wild how that turn has changed all day long, outside, inside, inside, outside.
Yeah, it's
very
constantly changing as Thompson and Welton go through that sweeper right behind us. Wright coming by the stripe. Let's see what his lap time is. Galdi, 2:02. So he's just kind of matching people in front of him a little bit quicker than Thompson and Welton. And actually, Pettis a little bit slower than all of them.
Yeah. So down to 10, almost exactly 10 seconds.
That has a lot to do with the lappers. You got to think there as Welton works his way back into this rhythm section here and past Blair Nada. So Blair Nada, the number 48 machine, he's in 17th right now. So they're getting into those points paying position, Galdi, and we talk about it often, where these guys aren't willing to just get out of the way that easily because they're points and money on the line.
Yeah, so once again on screen, Toro Pro Circuit Racing Kawasaki here of Marshall Welton. It's in there, Thompson there, getting around Nada, so that's in there. And a good shot of Keelan Meston right now. Battling it out with
Liam O'Farrell.
Liam O'Farrell, who picks himself up out of the dirt. Liam O'Farrell just behind him here, Kyle.
Yeah, so Liam O'Farrell, we've seen that crash earlier, right? Actually, where Meston is right now. He is caught back up to Meston, and this is for 7th spot. So Meston holding down 7th on that Carlson Racing MX-101 FXR back, the Yamaha. And the FXR rider himself, number 21, the Lunchbox man.
Yeah, Priority Mechanical supporting him out there, chasing down the other Lunchbox man. Keelan Meston works for his dad. Doing deliveries, I think it is, right? Company or something like that out there, delivering stuff in the winter months, and then he gets on the old dirt bike out there and comes there. But look at this guy; doesn't even look like he's hit a smidge of dirt.
He's not dirty.
There.
He's finding his way around this track.
TwoRoadDistributing.com whole shots again today, and looking to maybe claim a second moto victory and an overall, and this would be his second overall of the year.
Oh,
right
there, yeah, second overall of the year.
Of the year if he hangs on to this. So. We got Dylan Wright with 2, maybe Pettis with 2, and this guy right here with 1 overall thus far on the year. And the overall today would be Pettis, Wright, and Weldon 1, 2, 3. And Dylan Wright, man, seriously doing damage control. As it stands right now, they would be tied with 2 red plates. We'd have 2 red plates going to the what's going on here, Kyle? Like, seriously?
I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think Dylan's done here. Look at Welton trying to work his way by the number 55 machine of Philippek.
Dylan Wright is down to 6 seconds. He's got it down to 6.3 behind Thompson.
Yeah, gained some good
and
time
about
there.
8,
there he is,
maybe
right
9 seconds.
now.
Yeah,
so.
maybe 9 seconds behind Welton.
Yeah, so if he looks over his shoulder, we can see Pettis in the background there. So he knows what the gap is. I don't know if he can overcome that. Be interesting. He's gained a lot of time on Thompson.
He's got about 6, 7 laps to go. So we talk about the lap times. He was about a second, not even quite a second, half a second faster there, but slower than Welton. So kind of the topsy-turvy. Dylan Wright not really finding that mojo.
Thompson's
that first
just in front of him here. I don't know if he got caught up with lappers there.
Yeah, there it is.
So Thompson losing a bit of time. There's Tommy Dallaire now slowing up to number 1. So Welton's kind of slipped away on this, and this is not good for, obviously, Wright. He needs as many points as he can just to solidify that. But right now, as it sits, if Thompson can hold him off, it would be a tied points situation going into Deschambault.
Okay, so Dylan Wright, Honda Canada, DDR Fox, fighting through a first turn crash right now, coming to 4th. Thompson just in front of him on his KTM factory Red Bull 4 ride.
Behind Philippek again. And just not able to make these passes clean. He's losing a lot of time. Here's Dylan Wright, the Ryder McNabb line.
Got the drive there. He's going to be coming right now. Oh, yeah, he's right on the rear wheelhouse of Thompson now.
So there we go, both around the outside here and that old finish line sweeper.
Thompson's got the rearview mirror full of the number 1 one more time. History between these guys, lots of it. And this is it going to be right here. He's going to go up the inside, not able to make it stick right there. Look at that interesting line right to the right of the track for Dylan Wright right there. So very wild lines starting to form here. Let's see if it happens here. Thompson's going to hold the inside. Dylan Wright's going to go to the outside. Inside line, extra goopy. Thompson's still able to clear it, though. Good job there with that ginger throttle. That skill set, but out.
Yeah.
Dylan Wright around the outside. Thompson on the inside. He's got the inside line.
Thompson there. That was a bad lap. Wow.
And there it is. The pass is made. Dylan Wright up into that 3rd spot, Kyle.
Yeah, so Dylan Wright just climbing that leaders board again. That's 2 points to the good boys, for the GDR boys, I should say.
Okay, so as it stands right now, Dylan Wright now up to that 3rd spot. That would swap, give him another 2 points, up to 45. So Pettis would have the red plate by 1 point.
Oh, I thought we were tied.
We were, we were 4. Oh, no, because I already added the 4 in the moto. That was my fault. I added the 4, but it's showing us here the overall. So now Pettis would have a 1 point lead as it stands right now. But if he could get Welton, then it would stay the exact same as it is.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is the way that we want it. This is the way we like you to have it at home. We try to deliver some entertainment out there for your race fans.
Yeah, so the number 15 looking strong right now. He's got a 10-second lead over Welton. Those guys duked it out last year in the 250 class. The rookies this year in the 450 class. And, man, they're really putting on a good show so far in this season. We're, 10 motos in already?
Yeah, this will be the end of the 10th moto right here, Kyle. And we've got 12, 13, 15 to go, right? Or sorry, 5 to go. Sorry, 5 to go left in the series here. So not a lot of time left for these guys to make this points gap tighten up. But Pettis right now taking control of the mistakes that Dylan Wright is taking. I mean, I don't think that was his mistake in the first turn. Just kind of there, but Pettis taking control, getting those starts on the number 15 ride.
So 5 plus 2 laps left to go here for our leader, Jess Pettis, as he gets over the finish line. And makes that thing look easy. Very nice. Oh.
Whoa.
Getting upset with a lapper there, 991.
991 there. That's Heacock right there. But he held his line.
Yeah.
He did the right thing there. Pettis kind of went around him. He should have maybe went to the inside, but also I think Heacock slowed down a lot more than he was expecting as well.
Oh, Dylan Wright just behind us, losing some footing. Really pushing the envelope here.
All right, so it's got, wow, he's got 7 seconds still to make up on Welton. I didn't realize Welton was that far ahead.
Welton started putting some good lap times there in, and he got away. He's holding it down for about 10 seconds behind Pettis, so kind of matching Pettis' time up front at that 2:03, and we've seen a 2:01.6 there for Dylan Wright. So he's got some time here, Galdi.
Yeah, that's 7 second gap. 4 laps to go. That math works itself out pretty easily on that one. So we'll keep an eye on the 2 and the 1 possible battle here. And that's a big 2 points, Kyle. That is a big 2 points. Just like Tanner Ward on the back of Sinai in that last 250 moto. If Wright can get by Welton, that is a big 2 points in the championship.
Yeah, so he's going to be searching everything he's got. We've seen him pushing the envelope just behind us. He lost his footing a bit, but he regrouped. Getting late in the moto for me.
Yeah.
Losing my tongue.
There we go. It is late in the moto. It is hot out here, and we are on lap 13 of our second 450 moto, and ready to go. Winding it down here. Like Pettis is definitely in control, Kyle. I think that's solidified. That one's going to come home in that first spot. The one we got to keep an eye on is to see whether or not Dylan Wright can make that pass on Marshall Welton.
Yeah, so at the stripe here, he's going to be around that 27-minute mark, so probably 4 laps to go, Galdi.
Okay. Red Bull, Factory Thor, KTM. 15, Jess Pettis right now. Unsure about he was definitely going to be racing, but unsure about the start of the season with a knee injury that he sustained from Supercross. Now leading his way, looking to get his second overall of the year. Dylan Wright, though. And I feel like Marshall Welton actually put a good lap in right there. Marshall Welton put in a good lap.
2:02. He's gained some time. He's 8 seconds down. Let's see. Dylan Wright's gained more time.
Wow.
And he's got a 2 flat? What is it? 2:02.
So a 6.7 gap.
Just a bit quicker.
Just a little bit quicker than Welton, and Welton a little bit quicker than Pettis. Well, 2.5 seconds faster than Pettis that lap. Welton, look at that. Fastest lap for him in that race on lap 14, Kyle.
He's pushing.
Yes.
He's going. So they both gained a bit of time on the leader. But it might be too little too late here for either of them. Obviously, Pettis has got a nice gap here, and he's got about 4 laps to go, so 3.5 as it sits now. But Welton looking strong here as he gets by another lapper.
All right, so the battle continues. It's the boys versus the track right now. Welton turning some speeds late in the moto here, closing in on Pettis just a little bit. They just got by Parker Eels, so they're lapping up inside the top 10 again here, Kyle.
Yeah, way up in the top 10. That's Parker Eels in 9th. So their next guy on the docket is Meston, the number 10 machine on his Yamaha. This top 4, fast pace.
Yeah, those guys are really
top 5.
Top 5, yeah, top 5 out there.
Yeah.
Moffenbauer now in that quiet spot in 5th. So Jess Pettis, Marshall Welton, Dylan Wright, Cole Thompson, Sean Moffenbauer, your top 5. Then it is Tim Trombley, Liam O'Farrell, Keelan Meston, Parker Eels, and Ryan Derry right now. I want to say, could that be Ryan Derry's first top 10 if he hangs on to this?
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, and Ryan Derry having a great
squad.
Yeah, TLD, Steve Sims Racing Gas. Ryan Derry, brand new bike this weekend. He could get his best result ever. So that's great to see. I love to see that when you get a ride, you put in the work. Ryan Derry works hard.
Yep.
So that's good to see. Congrats on that. So let's hope he can hang on to it. Like you said, he got about 3 laps to go here for that. So we'll see if he can hang on to that position. Blue flags waving on the finish line behind
We're at the
us here.
29-minute mark right now as he goes across the stripe. So next time around will be the 2-board. There's Taylor Ciampachini on screen.
Oh, Mike Jackson, GM right there, supportive right there. That's the guy.
That's our guy, our
That's
truck
the
guy.
The truck guy.
So look at that.
Oh, I think Wright clicked another one down. Yes, another 2:01. So both riders faster than Pettis again. They got it down to 8 seconds, and 5.3 Wright is behind Welton. So this is going to get tight. Not, I don't think, for that lead, but this Wright and Welton thing. And you got to think, as Welton, like you said, the backwards forwards on the motos, are we, they can see each other.
Yeah, no, that's it. This is a great pace for both of them. Obviously, just a little bit quicker than Jess there for Welton. Wright, the fastest on track.
I didn't realize this is a great battle on track, too, with Taylor Ciampachini, and just in front of him, Derek Ham. So a couple privateer guys going at it for, what is that? That's 13 and 14th that we were watching on screen. So great to see those guys going at it late in the moto and in the mid-pack right there. Ooh, little mistake by Pettis. You think that Pettis is in a bit of a cruise mode here at all, Kyle?
Yeah, no, Pettis is he's just kind of clicking off the laps here. He's just trying to keep that pace in that 2:02 2-minute range, and then that's going to seal the deal on this win and this overall.
All right, the 15 KTM Red Bull Factory Thor Race and Ride heading into the FXR rollers one more time. Just getting that wheel up. Pettis looking good. Him and that bike looks super comfy together.
Yeah, he looks comfy out there. Just behind us there, Tim Tremblay getting the rev limiter. He's sitting back in that 6th spot.
Tim having a great ride. Currently sitting 7th in our point standings, I believe. So good to see Tim, but he'll probably move into that 6th position ahead of Tyler Medaglia after this, with Tyler Medaglia's DNF here in this moto.
Yeah, so Tim had some incidents last week. Tyler having his incidents this week, shuffling up the points.
So we got a lap to go, or no, sorry, 2-lap board coming out, you said, Kyle. 2-lap board coming out right here for Jess Pettis.
It's in hand here. He's going to get it right after this corner. Is the finish line corner. That really shaped up this moto.
Yeah, a lot straighter. Give him a little bit more of a straight drive to this ride. Let's see where Welton is. Welton is in the corner.
Wow.
Wow, Dylan Wright is right there.
He's about
2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Can Dylan Wright make it happen?
2 laps and about 2 seconds gap. In behind the
1:59.8, Kyle.
Wow.
On lap 16.
That's insane.
Wow. Under 2 minutes on lap 16.
Yeah, so Wright is going to be searching, and this is going to be for that red plate going into Deschambault. Going to keep it at 1 point if he can make this pass. If he doesn't make this pass, he's going to be down 1 point.
Yeah, that's right. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, right here, this is it on screen. This is the battle down to the end. The green bike's got it. The red bike wants it. Thor Pro Circuit Racing Kawasaki versus the Honda Canada GDR Fox, number 2, versus our reigning champion and current points leader. Wow, look at the ruts in that camera shot, Kyle, in the back section.
Wild. Very deep there. Look at this. Outside line for Wright. He's going to be able to get over that, get some drive into this corner. He's just closing up.
Yes, and there's Pettis in the background right there. You can see, the boys just jumping into camera view right now. We're going to pick them back up as they come in. There's Pettis right now. Lap and a half to go for the 15. He's in total control. Start to finish. Rotoshooting.com whole shot. Look at this. Here's Dylan Wright. Is he going to grab it right now, Kyle? Up the inside. Welton probably doesn't even know he's there. Welton doesn't get that turn. Super clean. Dylan Wright side by side. Is this where it's going to be an outbreaking? Dylan Wright trying to find the outside. Has he got the drive? Welton pushes wide. Oh, he stabs. They cross lines. Whoa, Welton moving over on him right now. Here we go. Side by side, Kyle.
Oh, my God. He's got the inside here, and this is where he's been fast.
Shuts the door. Welton shuts the door on him. Whoa!
Oh!
Whoa, they both go off the track.
Wow.
Wow.
They both
Dylan Wright, aggressive, pushes Welton off the track right there. Did Dylan Wright stay up?
Yeah, I
think
believe
he did.
Dylan
Yes,
Wright
he did. There he is right there. Dylan Wright absolutely sending it, Kyle.
Wow, that got tight there real quick. And now Dylan Wright, he doesn't have enough time to catch up to Pettis, but he is going to tie for the overall here and keep that red plate.
I am unsure how Welton is going to feel about that. Look at this replay right here. Look at this, Kyle. Set it up. Wow. Whoa.
They are so
That
Lucky
was
that didn't go
scary.
worse.
That was a scary moment. Look at the fans in the back running from the fence.
Holy.
Woo, 2 years in a row, Dylan Wright having some wild moments to making passes here at Sandali, but this is going to make him earn back a tie for the overall out there. Look at him bouncing all over the place. He's still pushing hard, Kyle.
Yeah, what an intense battle here. And off the ground up to second. He's got to be happy with that. What a ride for the number one, Dylan Wright, to hang on to that red plate as it sits. Jess Pettis working his way to another overall victory. We've seen it earlier this year. He did it at a 3-moto format. He's going to do it again here, Galdi.
Okay, so, whoa, Pettis, a little stall right there. He's okay. Half a lap to go for the 15. Half a lap to go for the 15 to bring home his second overall for the year and a points swap, basically, with Dylan Wright. So nothing changing, Kyle. Just full par for the course today, boy. Just like last weekend, 2-1, 1-2, 2-1, 1-2.
Erase this event. Never happened.
Yeah, exactly. They might like that with the paycheck side of it.
Yeah.
Like sponsor, like, yeah, we don't even know what you're talking about. We don't know what you're
Never
talking
happened.
about. Yeah. So here we go. About 3 turns to go from the finish. Big long sweeper, and then a couple of rights and a left, and we are going to hit the finish line for Jess Pettis here in Moto number 2 of the 450 class. KTM Factory Red Bull Thor Racing Ride. Bringing it home. Dylan Wright sitting in that second spot, but here we go, Kyle. 2 turns to go. Very impressed with the 15.
Yeah, what a ride. Whole shot again and led every single lap there. The first one, obviously getting into it, Dylan Wright going back a second, but here it is.
Final turn, KTM Red Bull Factory Thor Racing Ride. Jess Pettis going to go 2-1 on the day and grab the overall victory here at Sandali. Dylan Wright, Honda Canada GDR Fox Ride, going to take second spot with a 1-2. Tie for the points and still sitting back 1 point in that lead.
Yeah,
Crazy
so there it is.
finish.
Marshall Walton going to go 3-3 on the day. And
Well,
another podium finish.
A consistent ride, 3-3. Great job out there. I'm interested to see if there'll be any words shared between that. That was a pretty high-speed thing. Whew, we're going to take a commercial. We're going to be right back with the final champagne spray from round number 5 of the Triple Crown Series. Welcome back live, everybody, here to the Triple Crown Series from MX 101 Sandali Park. Here, going to be talking to third place in the moto, third place overall, Thor Pro Circuit Kawasaki, Marshall Weldon. I'm stoked on the finish. I'm sure you're happy as well, but I got to talk about that pass. Just give me your detailed thoughts on it, man, because on TV, it was a wild one to watch.
Yeah, you got me 2 weeks in a row here. You know, it's not necessarily safe, but I can't do anything about it. He rides how he rides, so I'm not really stoked with everything, but I rode, you know, I gave it everything I had out there. So I'm just going to try and brush it off, practice this week, be a little more technical, try and just get a little bit better. So, you know, it's clear he's the fastest guy on the track right now. He catches us from last place. It's pretty crazy. So pretty bummed overall, but I'm happy to be on the box.
You got to be stoked. Late in that race, you got better. Like, your lap times are getting better. Were you feeling good and feel more confident as the race got on?
Yeah, I just found a bit of a flow there halfway through the race and started not just hammering through every bump and tried to finesse the track a little bit. So I just need to use my head a little more.
Sounds good, Marshall. Congrats, 3-3 on the day, third overall right there. Dylan Wright just talking to the crowd right now, and I'll let Jess Pettis. So you can tell, well, not satisfied right there. We'll let you go up there, Marshall, in a second. Satisfied with that pass that Dylan Wright put on. Very aggressive. We know Dylan Wright likes to ride like that. There wasn't a lot of room right there, but he forced the issue on the number 1. You can hear the crowd, the stokedness of it all right there. Come on down here, Dylan. Dylan, come on right down here, Dylan. Sorry, I got to get his attention here. Kyle, whew, Dylan Wright, a heck of a ride right there. You're not making things easy on yourself right there going down. It's kind of one of those things in that tight first turn, but what a ride once again, Dylan. All hard, all fight. And then just talking about when you got to that part with Marshall right there, because it looked like you guys just went for it.
Yeah, I mean, I came from way back and was making some moves out there, and I kind of got off the start, man. I just got pinched super bad and was going around the inside, and then Messon's bike was just sideways and I had a roadblock. So other than that, I think the moto was good. My speed's amazing. I catch these guys from way back. So my fitness is good to go to 30, so I'm happy with that. But obviously just some starts and some early moto stuff that I need to be working on here. And yeah, I mean, going into Marshall, he kind of was zigzagging me pretty bad, trying to take my front wheel out, so I just had enough of it, and you know what, it is what it is. I went up the inside and made it happen.
Yeah, that's how you win championships, make it pass like that. Heading into Deschambault, still got the red plate. Is there anything you can fix? I just, like, speed is there, is it just these little things that just happen?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be, it's kind of one of those championships, you know. Last year, everything was kind of flawless, and here, you know, it's not really anything I'm doing wrong. I think obviously the start I can improve on, but it's not much I can do, man. I mean, guys come together in the first turn, especially the tight ones like this. It's kind of out of my hands a little bit, other than maybe getting a whole shot. But you know what? It's racing. We drop the gate, and I just try and win every moto, and that's going to be my game plan the rest of the season, is just try and win them all and win 5 out. And that's, you know what? I'd be happy with that.
Sounds good, Dylan Wright. Good job. 1-2 on the day here. Just letting Jess Pettis finish there. So Dylan Wright wants to said. So we didn't really see that on TV, the crisscross. And he's trying to Dylan Wright. We'll bring Jess right down here, down to live TV. But Welton not happy with the Wright, and Wright not happy with Welton there. But Jess Pettis, there was lots of nonsense behind you, but you up front, whole shot, road distributing 2 for 2 again today. And buddy, overall, and still 1 point behind, but you're right in this thing.
Yeah, for sure. No, that was an amazing moto. I'm really stoked. Clicked off another whole shot. I don't know how I'm doing it, but hey, we're gonna keep it rolling. It's a good start. You know, I was in the fight that whole moto. I'm pretty happy. I limited my mistakes there that I made in the first moto, and just put my head down, found some smooth lines, tried to work around some lappers, and got that win, man. It's hard to find that fine balance of pushing hard and to go even a little faster, because you just got to keep it on 2 wheels. So that's what we did. Put my head down, rode smart and smooth, and 2-1 on the day, 1 point out of the championship. Let's keep this thing going.
Love the positivity. Jess Pettis going to take that spot. We'll let you get right back up, get the champagne sprays going right there. So the boys are setting up for the final overall. So back to that little Wright and Welton. You can tell both riders right there not happy with each other. And Wright and Pettis in moto number 1 also had a little bit of talking under the tent here and stuff like that. So some heated battles stepping up as we start to close out the series. Look at this, shaking hands up on the podium here for the final 450 today. Jess Pettis, Dylan Wright, and Marshall Welton, 1, 2, and 3. Points will stay the exact same for the 450 as we head to Deschambault for round number 6. Amazing to see. The boys are going to grab the champagne, and that is how we are going to end our show out here today. Once again, thank you, everybody, for watching on Fox Sports Racing and the Flow Racing app. The boys got the goggles on there. They're prepared, and they're ready to go with the champagne. Dylan's got to reach and get his bottle over there. Popping corks, making dreams happen, and we love it. The crowd to the right, the guys out here. There we go. Champagne is ready to go. Trying to ball it up. The crowd is loving it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here on Fox Sports Racing, the Flow app. Once again, Ryan Gold, Kyle Thompson, the JetWorks crew. Thank you for everybody at MRC. Congratulations to Jess Pettis taking the overall. Red plate, Dylan Wright. We'll see you in Deschambault.